In the old days, love was pure and true. Now it's just a show for all to view. People use it for their own gain, leaving hearts in sorrow and pain. Once a sacred bond, now just a game. Hearts are broken, never quite the same. Love used to be a beacon bright, now it's lost in the shadows of the night. Oh, how we long for those days of yore, when love was honest forevermore. But now it's twisted, tainted and cruel, leaving us drowning in an endless pool. What can we do? In the spiritual world, all seems bright, but shadows lurk in the dead of night. Half of humanity wears a wicked guise, evil deeds hidden behind virtuous eyes. Beneath the surface, a darkness lies, masks of deceit veiling their lies. In this realm where good and evil collide, the line between them is blurred, hard to decide. So tread carefully in this world so grand, for not all that glitters is gold in the sand. In the spiritual realm where illusions endure, evil and good dance in eternal obscure. Just imagine that. Karma doesn't ask you how you want it, it just comes and take it. So be careful how you treat others on your way up the ladder, cause your way down, trust me. In a world of empty stares, fake love fills the air. Sincerity's distant glare, leaving hearts in deep despair. Truth is lost in a web of lies, hiding behind deceitful eyes. Love that fades and slowly dies, leaving us with heavy sighs. Aching souls in a loveless land, yearning for a genuine hand, but fake love rules with cruel demand, leaving us to understand. In this age of like and retweets, we've forgotten what real love truly means. It's not just about show and tell, but a feeling that makes our hearts swell. It's hard to know who's true and who's fake in a world where appearances are hard to shake. But real love is deeper than a profile pic. It's in the way that someone makes your soul click. So let's not get lost in the digital haze. Let's remember what real love truly conveys. It's not about followers or online fame, but a connection that sets our hearts aflame. In this world of make-believe, they all wear a smile, but behind the scenes, it's just a clever guys, puppets in their show, dancing in their stage. We're all just pieces of their charade. Beneath their mask of joy lies the tangled web, where secrets and deceits are carefully bred. Their lovey-dovey act is just for display. We're all caught up in their twisted play. So let's break free from this illusion so grand, and see through the facade with hearts unplanned. No longer pawns in their game of charade. Let's find our own path and not be swayed. I feel like I'm surrounded with people with strings attached to their back, waiting for their master's command. It's like when I was little, right, and I was reading Pinocchio. Every time that he told a lie, his nose grew. It's just that, you know, in real life, their noses don't grow. Karma just catches. In the shadows we see, a love so pure and meek, but all that's left is a ghostly echo, a memory bleak. Longing for a bond that's true in this world so cold and weak. Yearning for the love we knew before the all turned antique. Lost in illusions of affection, bleeding like the mist. Hollow hearts yearn for connection in a realm dismissed. Seeking solace in echoes of the past where love truly exists. But all we find are mere reflections of what love once kissed. Amidst the ruins of our hearts, we search for something real. Yet all we grasp are faded echoes of what used to appeal. In this world where love has become just a commodity to steal. It's just a little food for thought.
Yeah, okay, I'm so freaking unorthodox. I make bacon out of pigs, so Molotovs that squad cars and torture cops. Hardcore's dead, a bunch of hoes in their mother's skirts. I'm the stirrest absurd with Mrs. Butterworth. Brr. My gun stutter first before I murk a jerk. A hope this romantic, I punch him off for a Birkin purse. I was cursed at birth, came out and hurt the nurse. I'm so freaking high, I'm saying goodbye to earth. I used to be considered a failure. I beat up a kangaroo to nail Iggy Azalea. Brass knuckle bent and these rappers, they kicking. I'm Ozzy Osbourne, I bite the head off a pigeon. I'm an AT alien. Bizarre rapper that's shaving her. Scalp off the cranium, baby, say hey to Gamian. Tomahawk chopping the bodies right by the stadium. Exercise violence, I kill them at the gymnasium. No flex zone, the most slept on. East side grew up off of green the neck bone. I'm God with a murderous ink pen. Everybody, now Jamal Pryor dead, bitch, I don't need friends.
Yo, bringing another friend and it won't be a solo fight. Who will be in dirt like motorbikes? Listen, pinhead, Sharon was right. You got it with nothing to spare, you swear that I'm pulling strikes. Punches hitting so hard, you act the ISIS. On cam, I'm cutthroat like ISIS. Like this, stepping around in need of a crown. This ain't Krusty Burger, I'm not beefing with clowns. Out in Canada, I'm the dude to battle first. Front of me, you'll ruin your career, it's like the Madden curse. Isn't ready for the shot and all the cash. I sign my name a berry as soon as I body cast. Leave the folks who idolize but idolize. So deaf don't make sense that I'm inside. Won't stop till they put me on a billboard. If the good die young, it would have been a stillborn. Wrong, hand it.
Yeah, Remy the ruler's back, yeah, Jesus Christ.
And I'm the God MC, so she Jesus' wife.
Cypher with us, they must want to lead his life.
Cause never in your lifetime would you be this nice.
Babe, they stole my style, I came to smack the beat.
When I walk the ground split, I could crack the street.
I woke up like this, it's a bragging speech. Chicks been claiming that since Beyonce last release.
They whole swag is weak.
Right, and if she woke up like that, she need to go back to sleep.
Yo, we gonna show y'all the meaning of black love.
Having a bad day, I fill up the bathtub.
She put on the oven mitt, be cooking up mad grub.
Got beef with it, I put on the black gloves.
Who run the world?
Girls.
Rem, you bugging.
Besides, every great man, babe, is a good woman. Anybody think differently, gotta be a hater. Name one good man.
Will Smith,
Jada,
Mello,
Lala,
Mandela,
Whitney,
Swiss,
Alicia,
Tupac,
Afeni,
T.I.,
Tiny,
Barack.
Michelle,
What about Dwayne Wade,
got Gabrielle,
Nick,
Mariah,
Wiz,
Amber,
Martin,
Coretta,
Biggie,
Valletta,
Jay-Z,
Beyonce,
Kanye,
Kim K,
Papoose,
Remy.
That's black love every day.
Rem really rapping, these broads just yapping. I smack a chick quick like, what happened? I ain't never see these broads in the trap. And if you think I'm throwing in subliminals, then catch.
Yo, we riding in that Rolls Royce. Just because you in the cypher, don't get gas. Funk flex voice. Catch you in your car, I'ma blow out your tires. You engage to your girl, I engage in fire.
Welcome to Philly, baby. We do got HP in the house, yo. Shout out to everybody that's from Philly, yo. Man, we've been going down this damn rabbit hole with Remy Ma and Papoose. America's power couple has gone from being a power couple to becoming America's drama couple, right? Whoo, damn. Hey, what up, everybody? I want to, welcome all of y'all to the Writers for Life brings you the Let's Talk About It podcast. What happened to Remy Ma and Papoose, from power couple to drama, to public drama? The truth behind the split, man. We've been sitting here, we've been reviewing and reacting, right? Like I said yesterday, it's been a while since we heard from Papoose, right? Remy's been on Instagram, ramming, lashing off, right? We've been speaking out about what's the real reason behind their split, right? We've been, trying to figure out if this relationship that once was a power couple, what you used to call a relationship goal, you see on some Will and Jada type shit, like they said on their cipher, my bad, right? My question is, right, to all of y'all, right? Does love fade over time, or do people simply stop nurturing it? Can two people truly be compatible forever, or is change inevitable? Is emotional intelligence more important than physical attraction in sustaining a relationship, right? According to both of these individuals, right, it wasn't the, how can I say, the cheating that got them to break up, right? It was deeper issues, right? According to Remy Ma, Papoose was slacking in certain areas, and I'm guessing that, the ugly version of Papoose, which is Oscar the Grouch, wasn't slacking on them certain areas. You see where I'm coming from? And according to Remy Ma, my bad. According to Papoose, Remy Ma was addicted. She had an addiction, an obsession over Oscar the Grouch, aka the Lame. You see where I'm coming from? Listen, they gave them the name, not me. Don't blame a shorty, all right? They gave him the name. This shit is crazy. I feel as though, right, when it comes to personal relationships, we shouldn't be airing our dirty laundry, right, onto social media, right? Because now it's available to be critiqued, it's available to be judged. People gonna give their opinions and their perspectives, right? And this right here, and I feel as though that one of the lessons we can learn from here, right, is we can go by what Papoose has been doing, right? It must have took a lot, right, to, I guess Remy sat here and she gave him a couple low blows, a couple punches to the, like, damn, you with a boxer right now. You went upgraded on me, motherfucker. Like, didn't I fucking tell you that I put an X in that? Right? Can't nobody touch this. But, you know, she forgot that she threw away a diamond, right, for a little piece of, you know, bologna, right? Burned up, crunched up bologna in the sidewalk. Because listen, Easy the Block Captain, to me, is Papoose' son. And y'all know what my phrase is, right? I don't want the son. I want the motherfucking daddy. Ain't shit the son could teach me, right? It's been, yo, pick a side. Is you team Papoose or is you team Remy Ma? I fucks with Remy Ma. I fucks with Papoose. I fucks with both of them. But, you know, Remy Ma, man, you've been fucking up. Like, yo, in my opinion, Remy didn't know what she had. You see where I'm coming from? So Papoose went and said, like, listen, fuck it. You can't cherish me. I'm about to just throw you out, you know, out the window like yesterday's newspaper. And I'm about to upgrade and get me a shorty that's worth 10 times your net worth. He went and pulled one of our moves. Usually, you know that the females are the ones that upgrade the men that, you know, allegedly downgrade. You see where I'm coming? Not in this situation. This situation, Remy downgraded, right? She went from mega all-star once again to one of the puppet characters, right, on Sesame Street, which is Oscar the Grouch to me, right? It seems like Remy has done Papoose dirty. We got to sit here and be honest. We got to sit here and cut this shit down the middle. My bad. I didn't even notice I had some comments, right? Empress said, damn, car on fire. That's Philly, baby. That's some real shit, man. That's Philly for you, baby. It was written Adam and Eve. Now it's Adam and Steve. Wait a minute. What? Hold the fuck up. Wait, Cutthroat OG. Adam and Steve? Wait a minute. That would make sense if freaking Papoose was hopping on rainbows. But wait, Papoose not hopping on rainbows, OG. Papoose straight. Wait, are you trying to say Clarissa, man? No, there's no way. There's no way. Oh, hey, yo, oh, hey, tripping right now. Yo, he had me thinking for a second. Blessings, wow, black. Oh, damn. You got me discombobulated, yo. Welcome, Wobble, to the live, yo. All right. So we're going to keep reviewing and reacting. For y'all to understand, guys, y'all got to watch part 1 and part 2 to this, right? We're going to keep listening to the rant that Remy Ma had in Papoose, right? Like I tell people, man, I feel as though Papoose is telling the truth, right? When you looked at Papoose, right? And I said it yesterday when we was reviewing and reacting to this, right? When you looked into Papoose's eyes, when you saw him speaking about how, you know, Remy was being, you know, how she was being, how can I say, how she was cheating, right? For a second, I thought I was looking at Will. When Will was when Will and Jada was at the red table and Jada just came and threw Will with that whole entanglement. Like, y'all will see it throughout the video, right? There's been a lot of rumors about what Remy has said. We haven't gone through this whole video, right? So, for me, in my opinion, after all the, after everything this couple has been through, right? I feel as though, yo, Remy fucked up. Like, I don't know if it's that Remy's going through some shit and it seems like she's going through some shit, right? Papoose came, he exposed her. I don't know if, you know, Remy, I don't think Remy was expecting for it to go this way. I'm going to sit here and be honest. I really don't think. I feel as though, yo, I have a question. Is there like coming up with another Love and Hip Hop? Is Remy and Papoose going to be in it? Papoose with Clarissa and Remy with somebody else? Like, people are saying that this is all show, right, to promote Clarissa's boxing match, but I don't know. I think it's something a little deeper to this, right? I feel as though that Papoose and Remy still got love for each other. Papoose can't forgive Remy for what she did, right? Remy accused Pepe of a lot of things, right? And I mean, listen, she accused him of being a thief. She accused him of being a cheater. And I feel as though, right, if Remy sat here and said, Pap cheated on me when I was in jail and she couldn't forgive the man, she should have just left the man alone and not even married him. You see where I'm coming from? But that's my opinion as a woman, right? My opinion. The link is down below for anybody that wants to hop up. Shorty going to be up here for 2 hours, right? No longer. We're going to end this live at the 12. I got to go outside with my shorty, man. Enjoy a Sunday with my shorty. We're not going to be here all day Sunday. We're going to try to get this live. You know, we're going to try to finish these 2 videos today. Right, but y'all more than welcome to come up, right? and give y'all perspectives. And let's talk about it. So we're gonna share the screen, right? And we're gonna start off, right? Then we ended it up with Remy Ma yesterday. So we're gonna start off with Papoose, and then we're gonna go back to Remy Ma. All right. So that's how we've been doing it. We've been, going back and forth with Remy Ma and Papoose, listening to what they've been saying so that we can connect the dots, right? Where were we yesterday? We was like around here. So we're gonna let me see, is this the right part? All right, so we're gonna start off where Papoose left off, showing us the video, right, where he was saying that he felt that at one point, right, there was something going on that wasn't good between Easy the Block Captain, right, and Remy Ma. Damn, Remy Ma should have let freaking Papoose save her ass. When he wanted to put that cape on and save her, Remy, that was your opportunity to say, fuck Easy the Block Captain, man. Toss that nigga out the window like yesterday's newspaper and Kobe him into a trash can. Like, fuck that. I ain't letting this go. Ladies, if y'all had a man, right, with the qualities of Papoose, would you let him go? And what's crazy is, right, I'm starting to believe that a lot of people at one point, for some reason, cheat. Man, if you're that type that say, can't keep it in your pants, can't have a chastity belt down there, right? Stay single. Don't get in no relationship. I don't see the point in that, yo, for real. I've learned that respect doesn't always come peacefully. Rather, show or know this is degrading for all their personal business to be online like this. It is. I feel bad for them, to be real. That's some real shit. I mean, listen, a Papoose has been, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Papoose is very traditional, right? Very old school. And Papoose only came out since 2022, since all this has started between Papoose and Remy, Papoose only came out twice, right? And the 2 times that Papoose came out, right, was to respond when Remy brought the kids up and she was challenging his man, her trying to say, oh, he a deadbeat, he broke, he this, he that. But my thing is, before all this, Remy had him on a pedestal. And this is what I'm saying. Like, people be looking at the celebrity love like relationship goals. Man, find your own relationship goals. Right? Celebrity love is not what you need to be looking up to. We all grown ass motherfuckers on here, right? Online, offline, except for the kids. You see where I'm coming from? We all know right from wrong. We should be seeing the red flags. They said, the problem is a lot of us see red flags and we think we have fucking 6 flags, right? Like, it's too much going on. Like, Papoose been quiet. I can't get mad at Papoose. You see where I'm coming from? Papoose has been quiet for a minute, right? And I feel as though, like, I don't know, like, I asked yesterday, right? That's why I said for y'all to understand today's live, y'all have to watch part 1 and part 2 of this, right? And I said this yesterday. I said the first time that I was reviewing and reacting to this, I feel as though, right, Remy is clout chasing. I don't know what's coming, what's happening, but she wasn't happy with Easy, right? And you could tell by everything that's been said, everything that's been exposed from this video to video clips that, Pap exposed from Remy. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, this shit is crazy. This shit is shout out. Like, this should have never happened, right? I feel as though they should leave it as co-parenting. Remy need to stop bringing it to the social media, provoking Pap to the point where, I don't think Pap's going to come out anymore. I don't think you're going to hear from Pap until some deeper bullshit pops off, right? I really don't think we're going to hear it. And I said it I was shocked when I first heard that Remy cheated on Pap, right? And I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it because people will be like, oh, he held her down for 8 years. Yes, he did. He did what he was supposed to do as a man. But see, this is not my relationship. So I'm not going to sit here and say, well, yeah, Papoose, Papoose went on and, Papoose ain't cheat. Like, listen, he's a man. He was 8 years alone. I don't know if he did or he didn't. That was something they were supposed to resolve before that ring got put on the finger. That was something they were supposed to resolve, right? Before they both said yes. You see where I'm coming from? And if she couldn't forgive Papoose, she should have left Papoose where Papoose was at and moved on. You see where I'm coming from? Because we're talking about a woman that sat here, put this man on a pedestal. We're not going to sit here and say, oh, she's a victim. A victim of what? Of getting some good dick from 2 different men?
A victim of what? Not being able to keep her legs closed? This seems like it's been an eye for a while. One person cheated, the other one thinks, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna come and do the same shit. And that's what's making it toxic. That's the problem that we have nowadays. Everybody thinks it's an eye for an eye. Fuck it, man. If you ain't worth my time, if you can't sit here and appreciate who I am as a person, fuck you. I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna move on to the next best thing. And we can't seem to do that. Oh shit, we got Big Sis in the building. We got Be Encouraged with Maritza. Guys, make sure y'all go check her out. Great conversations, great topics. We also got Empress Lonnie One Love in the building. Another woman on here that's got great content, great topics. Yo, Empress is funny as shit. Man, I'm not listen. If y'all enjoyed Wendy Williams when y'all was growing up, you sure as hell gonna enjoy Empress, yo. But she be having some great conversations, some great topics too, yo, on some real shit. So make sure y'all go check out these two great ladies here on YouTube. We got Waba in the building. We got Cutthroat Entertainment in the building. Make sure y'all go check out these two male content creators, great content creators. One, speaks about spirituality, right, and about everyday things, right? Politics and much more, which is Waba. Then we got Cutthroat Entertainment, right? When it comes to his podcast, he brings it all. And then to top it off, he funny as hell. So make sure you do not miss out and check these great content creators. They are in the chat down below, man, and get to know them. Show some support. Real shit, yo. I don't think nobody remembered all this until Remy bought this back up. It's like a spot on your t-shirt nobody sees until she pointed it out, like, no, look closer. On some real shit, yo. Because she listen, nobody remembered all this until it got brought up by Remy. Yes, facts. And not just that. Like, I'm sitting here like, Remy, you created your own destruction to the point that, listen, Papoose, if y'all go check out the live that I did last night, shout out to Mouthpiece, yo. I appreciate him for having me on his panel. We had a great conversation about this topic, right? Mouthpiece, there's a part on the live where Mouthpiece reads Papoose' oldest daughter. Papoose' oldest daughter came out and she spoke on the situation. And she don't like the fact that people are DMing. You see, when situations like this, right, whether it's a celebrity, right, or us, you see where I'm coming from? The average people out here that don't carry the bag like a celebrity, right? We're just a 9 to 5. Right? What people don't seem to understand, right, is that we're no different. One just carries a bag, the other one doesn't. You see where I'm coming from? One is in Hollywood, we're over here within the hoods or the suburbs, right? We are consumers, they're the entertainers, right? Like, to me, I feel as though their life should be kept even more private because of everything that's going on, right? And not just that, right? Their kids are getting put in the middle of this, right? The same way that when we start our bullshit online, our kids get put in the middle of this, right? Especially when there's relationships involved. What people don't seem to realize is, right, why? Like, if this is between Pap and Remy, why are we sitting here attacking their kids? What do their kids have to do with this? Their kids didn't bring this online. They didn't make their parents sit here, oh, go ahead, act like a fool online. See where I'm coming from? And like I said earlier, I know that at the end of the day, listen, it's not pick a side, because I'm not picking a side. I fucks with both of them. But I'm not going to sit here and deny the fact Remy fucked up, man. We can't sugarcoat the fact that she cheated and it was out on public. You see where I'm coming from? We can't sit here and say, oh, well, Pat cheated on her with Clarissa. No, because he didn't get with her until the end of 2024. And now, correct me if I'm wrong. I went down the rabbit hole, right, and came back up, right? If anything, right, I don't hear nobody saying, well, did Clarissa cheat on her, man? Because, and I'm not stirring up no trouble. I'm not stirring up none of that, right? The reason why I say that, right, Pap got with her. They got together, official relationship at the end of 2024. But the beginning of 2024, Clarissa was engaged. And it seems like they was already talking around the beginning of 2024 and probably 2023, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not going to say they are. This is all allegedly, right? Because on that part, I can't, say there's been people that's been, I didn't even know that part, right? I've been catching up, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, it's been a minute. I've been off the celebrity gossip, but I be on and off lately, right? But this shit came back, and it brought back so many memories. It brought back so many, you know, so much shit that I've seen. Like, listen, I grew up watching Papoose and Remy Ma. You see where I'm coming from? I was young as shit when she got arrested, but I sure as hell was here when she came home, like when he was visitor. Like, all this was on social media for us to see. I watched this on TV. How that man, you know, how they would do the interviews and talk about, you know, how they was going to get married. When they got married in the jail through the phone, that shit went viral. Their whole story has been out here for us to view. They haven't had no privacy in reality. So could their love have faded due to, how can I say? Could their love have faded due to their lifestyle, due to them being celebrities, to them not being able to communicate, work things out, right? How does poor communication lead to misunderstandings that eventually break relationships? And can trust ever be fully restored after betrayal? Or does doubt always linger? Do people break up because they stopped listening to each other, or because they never truly understood each other in the first place? How does social media impact trust and insecurity in modern relationships? You see where I'm coming from? And I ask these questions, right? Because listen, throughout the video, right, it's going to answer some of them. And I want y'all to keep these questions in mind, right? And for those of y'all catching the replay, man, leave your comments down below and let's get this discussion started.
So I'm going to play an audio for y'all of him basically, in his own words, admitting to blackmailing her. Listen to this. So this got sent to me because he's on the phone with one of his people running his mouth. They recorded it and sent it to me. But this is him on the phone. Let me just play it. Hold on. This lame.
You ain't lying. I said the same thing, Waba. I said, listen, man, people forget MySpace existed, right? Even though I was following Evie Queen on MySpace, listen, people forget. Like, I mean, you have to have been watching me for a minute, right? Since I've been online. Listen, I love Trina. I love Remy. I was hyped when Remy came home. I was like, yeah, we got some good music coming, right? Which I wasn't wrong. We got some good music. She threw some good ass music out there when she got home. But I mean, she did a whole lot of collaborations and everything, and she killed each one. But the bullshit, you see where I'm coming from? We're not gonna sit here just because she's doing some dumb shit, take away the fact that she's got some good music out there. But at the end of the day, Remy, you fucked up when you took away the credit from Pap. Because Pap, right? People are, oh, Pap ain't do this, Pap ain't do that. But when you listen to Remy spit her bars, you could tell when Pap is writing for her and when Remy is writing for herself. So Pap, like, listen, Pap didn't lie when he said, I wrote 90% of her music. Remy didn't deny that in the past, but now she is. You're taking away the credit, right, from the man that sat here and helped you build your career and giving it to a lame that sat here and destroyed your career. That's where I lost respect. Because what the fuck I look like, right? Taking away credit from the man that helped me build up my career and giving it to a lame ass motherfucker that sat here and destroyed my life. My marriage, my career, my job, my bag, and everything that comes with it. Now I'm looking like a fool. Shit.
Now, when I started to feel like he was blackmailing her, I brought it to her attention. I said, listen, is it because this dude got something over you? Like, what's going on? She's staying out on days my daughter got to go to school. She's, my daughter's calling. She's not answering the phone. I'm calling. She's not answering when she's with this lame. Then she's with this lame for days at a time. It's like crackhead behavior.
Yo.
I'm like, yo, something is wrong. Are they using drugs or something? Like, what's going on with her and this lame? So I brought it to her attention. I said, yo, listen, if he's blackmailing you, if he's holding something over you, let me know, and we can handle that. We can handle that too. I brought that to her attention. But everything I'm telling y'all is not in order. It's just throughout the situation. So I bring it to her attention. I say, yo, let me know if this dude is blackmailing you. We can handle it. And she wouldn't say it. But then while she out with the lame and me and my daughter's home, because that's who was always with her every night while this was going on, she'd send me a random text. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I'm a bad wife. I still got all these texts. So I don't even know why she's doing this. Oh, I know I'm a bad wife. I'm so sorry. She's saying things like that. And I'm like, damn, this is not like her. So maybe this dude holding something on her. I'm going to play the recording right now. This is the lame saying that he's holding stuff over her head.
Yeah, wrong. So far, she's saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with that. But you're right, though. Anything can happen. So that shit will be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of it. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's sparking is because you do all these shit.
Oh, let me play this again.
Hey guys,
some
drivers are ditching their car insurance and they're doing this instead.
Can y'all hear the audio?
22.
Let me play it again.
Yeah, wrong.
I'm on 33, 22.
Right now, let's keep it 100. Everybody who knows, I said when I catch son, right in his mouth off the muscle, whooped him out, dead on his feet, hit the floor like a sack of potatoes.
There you go.
Can y'all hear the audio?
Yes, we can hear the audio.
Yeah, wrong. So far, she's saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with that. But you're right, though. Anything can happen. So that shit will be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of it. That shit going to blow whenever I say it's going to go. I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's sparking is because you do.
Now,
that is crazy. And that's what I'm saying. Like, damn, Remy, you still defending that? You still defending Oscar the Grouch, man? How you gonna sit here and lose a jewel and claim that the trash you found is what we need to put on a pedestal? You still defending Easy the Block Captain. We're gonna get to Remy back again. We're gonna listen to both sides like we've been listening to it for the past 2 days. We're gonna keep listening to both sides, man. And this right here is not what I consider relationship goals. You see where I'm coming from?
Now bear witness to this. You just heard this lame who she was dealing with since 2022 say in his own voice, I got videos and pictures of us. That's going to go whenever I say so. I don't care if she go back to him. This cheating going to go when I say so. This is the same recording when he was up there clout chasing. Oh, I'm going to be on Love and Hip Hop. I'm going to get more followers. All of this foolishness, right? So y'all just heard the lame, the knockout victim, saying he got videos of her. But let's listen to her telling me that, oh, by the way, one of the reasons why she's so angry at me is because she says all of this is my fault. Y'all ready for this? Because I knocked him out. She said if I would have never knocked him out, she would have been stopped talking to him. She said the fact that I knocked him out, she had to keep talking to him because she didn't want him to expose things.
Ooh.
I highly suspected that they was using drugs together. I heard someone say earlier while she was on live, are you high? She moves very strange.
Yeah, she has been acting strange lately. I don't know if it's because of what's going on. I don't know if Remy got herself in some shit. But Remy need to fall back. At the end of the day, she needs to take accountability for what she did and move on. Remy right now is in her feelings, right? You could tell she still got feelings for Pat. She regrets the fact that she lost him. But there's nothing that you could do once you let somebody that's good like that slide through your fingers. That's why I tell people, man, and I use me as an example all the time. And the link is down below if anybody wants to come up, chat with a shorty, talk about it, right? But listen, I use me as an example. The man that I got right now, there's no way in hell I'm losing that. Not for no bullshit. We're going to work this shit out or we're going to go our separate ways, one way or another. before the ring come on his finger. And I'm saying it like that because that's my fiance. We gonna make it work or we not, point blank, and we gonna figure this shit out before I say yes.
I seen a video where she looked outside of herself. I'm not accusing her of anything. This is not my style. But the fact that you mentioned my children and fabricated all these stories about me, about this money, when I wrote 90% of your rhymes since I met you, I can type a word from any one of your verses for the past time I've been with you. I wrote like 3 songs on your first album. I can come in my email drafts right now, which has dates on them, y'all.
Oh, we got Blessing Hot Topics in the building. Blessings. How you doing? Welcome to the live. Right. Blessing says, to be honest, they both tripping. Just signed the divorce papers. Yeah, but it takes both. Remy is saying that. Listen, I don't know if y'all remember a little while back. I think this was around 2023, right? When the Papoose came out, right, the first time to speak, and it was through the tweets and all that, because Remy was saying something about the kids and him and all that, right? He came out and he said, right, and this was Papoose who said it way before Remy, right? Papoose said this way before Remy even said all this. Papoose said, let's get a divorce, let's co-parent, and let's leave the childish games behind. Remy went online and snapped even more. So something is really going on with Remy. I don't know what happened, right, when she got with Easy the Block Captain, but it's like her goals, her morals completely flipped. Right? So, I mean, I don't know. Something's not right with Remy. Like, she's got to take accountability, right, on the fact that, yo, listen, I cheated on him, right? And I cheated on him, right? Not just with anybody. I cheated on him with an employee, a staff to help. So she has to take her accountability. Like, she's coming up with all this shit in 2025 now that Papoose and Clarissa, and she keeps bringing up Clarissa and Clarissa. So you could tell that because according to Remy, right, she's supposed to be single. Her and Easy are not together, but she keeps defending Easy. This is crazy. This is so crazy. And I can't sit here and get mad at him, right, for coming online, because what's crazy is the last time we heard from Pat was in 2023. We haven't heard nothing but rumors, deep fakes, right, from what Papoose accordingly was saying back to Remy. No, this is the second time with it since 2022 that Papoose has come up and said something about all this that's going on. And I can't sit here and say Clarissa is the part the to blame for this, right? Because at the end of the day, where I sit here and I say, like, Papoose wanted to do him, he should have moved out the house. But I understand where he was coming from as a man, right? They was trying to work it out, but he was still doing him. You see where I'm coming from? But I feel as though sometimes when you try to work it out with your other half, neither one of you should still be doing you. Either you're going to work it out or you're going to do you. And I think that's where they both fucked up. You see where I'm coming from? Like, it's crazy because they didn't just ruin the love that they created for each other. You see where I'm coming from? They ruined the friendship that they had, the bond that they had. Because I feel as though even though you're not together, once you break up, right, especially when you got kids and you got a co-parent, you should be able to still be friends. You should be able to talk and work things out, not as a couple, right, but as the leaders, right, of these kids that y'all are bringing up, because we should be leading by example. See, that's the crazy part, Marissa. Marissa says, right, she explained what happened. A lie had steamed up before she decided to cheat. I am thinking like a woman. Facts. I got in my bag like that yesterday in Mouthpieces on live, yo. Facts. Like a woman that been in her shoes, mine is being married, feeling unappreciated, will tempt you to seek others. Doesn't make it right, but when you feel so neglected, it happens. And that's why I said she should have walked away. Like, if at one point in life, right, at one point in their relationship, my bad, she felt like the love was fading, right, she should have walked away. But I feel as though, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, if she came home, right, we wasn't there when she was locked up, right? She's saying Pat cheated. And that's why I keep saying, if you couldn't forgive Pat for cheating, if he slept with anybody else, right, according to Remy, he did, right, she should have walked away. And that's where a lot of us females feel. And I understand that, right? And what's crazy, I don't know if I'm seeing it like this because I'm always looking from outside the box, right? I haven't been cheated on. You see where I'm coming from? So it's like, but I feel as though that if it does happen and I feel as though I can't forgive him for the act, I'm not taking him back. I'm gonna be very blunt. I can't be with you. I can't forgive you. May God forgive you. But a lot of women cannot see the whole point of this, right? We're bringing solutions to the table. We know what we do as women. What can we do to change these things, to have better relationships? You see where I'm coming from? So that's the whole point of this. We're not trying to be Remy and Papoose. We're trying to be different, right? So, Marissa spitting some gems down in the chat, man. Guys, like I said, if y'all haven't checked Marissa out, go check her out. Listen, we all are expressing our opinions on here, right? And opinions doesn't mean that it's factual. It's just the way we perceive things. You see where I'm coming from? Like, let's say we all got our own opinions and we see it probably the same way or different, right? So, right, how does poor communication lead to misunderstandings that eventually break to relationships? And like I said yesterday, right, people forget, right, before Remy and Papoose, right, before Remy got arrested, Papoose and Remy was together for a little bit. Then remember, she did that 8-year term, that 8-year bid, right? She was by herself for them 8 years in a jail cell. You see where I'm coming from? Yeah, she was with Papoose together. They got married while she was in jail. He visited her, right? But I feel as though, right, maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel as though it's my opinion, and I don't think I'm wrong. But when Remy came home, she needed some time to get to know herself, get to see what she was missing. You see where I'm coming from? She should have took a little break from Pap, but they was already married. They got married through the phone. Then they got remarried after they came home, after she got pregnant and all. You see where I'm coming from? Now she's complaining, right? I feel as though she's like, I didn't want to have a baby, right? She's like, he kept making me. Can't nobody make you. Y'all both wanted to do this, and y'all both made it happen. And, due to the glory of God, y'all sat here and had a beautiful baby girl that y'all should both be co-parenting, right? Not bringing this shit to social media. How does social media impact trust and insecurity in modern day relationships? Should us women do these type of things, or should we try to handle our situations with our men offline? Because I'm noticing that a lot of women are bringing their personal relationships, just like Remy did, to social media. My bad. Let me see. Facts, Maritza. Doesn't make it. Okay, here we go. She is human just like Pat. Facts. Man, this feels bad to watch happen. Walking away wasn't the answer, and now it's cementing men. This is bad. I agree, Maritza. We are all individuals and we have our own journey, even through marriage. Our relationships individually, we have to take care of ourselves. Facts. Shout out to Blessings Hot Topics, guys. Make sure y'all go check her out. So, but share her some support. Share her videos. Help her bring awareness to the topics that she's bringing on her platform. Marissa says he just was out with it, which is smart. Once the marriage is final, I pray they move forward. Facts. Listen, that's what they need to do. I think Blessing said it earlier. Just signed the divorce paper. But the thing is, we don't know who the hell's prolonging the situation. If it's Papoose or if it's damn Remy, because right now they're pinpointing the finger. That's the crazy part. Was not out with it, I meant. I agree. Yeah, he took care of her. Blessing says, I agree. I remember she couldn't have a baby, and her having one was a miracle. Yeah, because they was trying, when she came home, they was trying to conceive a baby. She had a miscarriage, right? Then they kept trying. They went to a fertility doctor. That's why I said, look, listen, I watched that. Like, I grew up watching. I'm only 35. All right, guys. Y'all gotta realize I've been watching Papoose and Remy's life since I was like, what, 21, 22 years old? Think about it. And then before that, I was watching them through MySpace. on my teenage years. So I know a lot about Pep and Remy, their life that's out here, their personal life, other than what they've exposed. No. But what they've put out here, what's been on TV, we all know it. You see where I'm coming from? And it's a shame. And it's messed up. Like, I really thought I was rooting for them. Like, damn, man, yeah, Remy and Pap, they showing us that, you know, we could do this. Then I'm saying, like, what happened? What happened? I want to see the dates on both documents. Then I believe whoever. Hey, Maritza facts. Maritza in her bag. She said, fuck this, man. This is too much. How many of y'all feel that this is for publicity? Do y'all think that there's another show coming up with Papoose, Clarissa, Easy the Block Captain, and Remy Ma involved? Is they, you know, is something like that coming about? Is they promoting the boxing match for Clarissa that's coming up too? I don't know. I mean, we can go about this in so many ways. That's why I say, you know, the truth behind the split. Let's get to it. What's going on? Is this all, you know, a showcase, an illusion? We know the world is in a stage. We know the world is a stage. Or are they really going through this, right, in real life? And they exposing it for us to see. I mean, this is crazy. And he was there through the whole process. That other guy wasn't down for her like he was. Listen, that other guy ruined her career. Oscar the Grouch. I'm from Philly. And I don't give a fuck that the Bull's from Philly. Bull got in the middle of a fucking marriage. And he knew they was together. He fucked up. He came and he shook Pap's hand, knowing damn well he was trying to get in fucking Remy's cheeks. Oh man, he knows damn well he was trying to dive down that pool, see what the hell Papoose was dealing with. Like, you could tell by the threats he put out there, talking about I'm an exposer. Remy should have seen that coming though. See, I keep telling everybody, from my opinion, I feel like they're both to blame. This was a relationship that went from love to toxic. At one point there was love, but then somehow, some way, somewhere along the line, that love faded. It completely faded because of what they was both doing. So once again, can trust ever be fully restored after betrayal, or does doubt always linger? And in these both, in this couple's heads, both of their heads, doubt lingers. They don't have no trust. The love is gone. They need to walk away. Is there still feelings? Yeah. Where there was fire, there will always be ashes. Put that in your head. Where there was fire, there will always be ashes. I just feel as though social media worsens situations like this, whether it is high profile, right, situations, celebrities, right, aka celebrities, or us that is going through it and bringing it to social media. We all have to, at one point in time, mature and grow up. You see where I'm coming from? Like I said yesterday and I said the day before, if I was Papoose, I wouldn't have said nothing and kept it behind me, offline. But they both bringing it online. They both wrong for this. But, you know, they decided to do this. Does it mean that we have to sit here and do the same thing because they're celebrities? No, man. We all our own people. Like, that makes us followers. And that's why I always say that not everybody is meant to be leaders. If we're sitting here trying to follow celebrity goals, celebrity relationships, if anything, I want the love that my grandma and my grandfather had. You see where I'm coming from? If anything, the love I want to experience is that love that Celia Cruz and Pedro Knight had. And if y'all don't know who Celia Cruz and Pedro Knight is, go do y'all research. That right there is love, boy. Right there, Celia Cruz and Pedro Knight. Jesus. That right there is love. Should individuals prioritize personal happiness over relationship longevity? My bad, I can't say the damn word. I hate when I do that. And is it possible to love someone deeply but still need to leave them for personal growth? All right, let me rephrase this for y'all, right? Is it possible that you could love someone enough, right? Love someone so deep to the point where you walk away because walking away is better for your relationship, right, than staying. And what's crazy, I used to hear my old heads say that a lot. I used to only hear the old heads say that back then. The elders, right? You gotta walk away. If you really love them, walk away. You see where I'm coming from? And I feel as though sometimes, right, if it's not for us, but how can we tell? Not everybody could tell. And that's the fucked up part about it. Some people get lost in the clouds, right? Like, some people get lost, like, to the point where they can't see what's going on in front of them. But maybe I'm wrong, right? I'm just talking, you know, we're not going to sit here and make this something negative when it already is. Let's bring some positivity out of this because we can. How do different love languages impact relationship success or failure? I would love to hear your comments down below. Let's talk about it. So let's finish listening to Pap, right? So we can get right into Remy Ma.
2016-14, and you can literally see her lyrics pop up. The whole rapper pop up. But let me say this, though. Let's get to this part right here. We just heard him admit that he's blackmailing her, right? Now, let's listen to her telling me that he's blackmailing her, that she would have been stopped talking to him. Since she want to get on here and fabricate and fake big this lame up. Have you noticed since I moved on, you never see her with the lame no more? She was sneaking around with him in restaurants. What he was at? Cheese Factory, matching outfits, losing the battle on stage, getting cooked by Geechee, getting cooked by Suge. This nigga can cook every battle. I don't know what type of rapper is this dude, man. Never lost a battle in my life. But anyway, keep it moving. We don't care about that. She tried to make it about Clarissa. I just met Clarissa in July last year. I've been dealing with this with you since 2022. Clarissa has nothing to do with this. She's very angry because Clarissa is shining like the diamond she is. World-class champion, Olympic winner. She has nothing to do with this. Actually, Clarissa went on a Breakfast Club, did an interview, and said she don't have a problem with her. This, which aired yesterday. Yesterday morning, I wake up to a phone call of her being belligerent, being a narcissist, screaming on my phone, claiming that Clarissa disrespected her. What did she how did she disrespect you? She said she don't have a problem with you. Then, in the process of that phone call, she asked me, so are you done with me? Are you done with me?
What?
I said, is that a question?
Oh.
Am I done with you? I said, she said, you moving forward with the divorce? I said, yes. My attorney, she want to fabricate these stories talking about not retaining an attorney. The last time I spoke to Rem, we said, listen. I said, listen, I spoke to my attorney. Saturday is the day that her schedule allows for me to come in. I had been interviewing different attorneys trying to pick the right one. I wanted to get a civilized divorce where we don't have to do none of this clown shit. She never wanted to do that. Just in recent time, she started to claim, when I say recent, I mean past few weeks, she started to claim that, she wanted to get the private divorce. So I said, okay, good. So when she called me the other day, tried to get back with me yesterday, and I declined because she was so mad about Clarissa, so angry because I finally moved on. She see us living our life. She talking about doing something for the gram or doing it for this and that. I'm living my life. I lived over there with you. I tolerated your foolishness, your cheating, and your adultery for years and years and years for the sake of my child. Moving on along, I just played the audio to y'all of the lame admitting that he's blackmailing her. Now I'm going to play an audio of her telling me that he's blackmailing her. Basically saying, but before I want to play the audio, I want to let y'all know that she's very angry at me because she says that if I would have never knocked him out, none of this would happen. So one of the reasons why she has so much animosity towards me is because I knocked him out. I'm letting y'all know that right now. That's one. I'm going to tell y'all the other two later.
That's crazy. Worse. That's true.
Hold on. You want to be funny?
We're not here to pick a side, man. We're just here to find out the truth, right? To get to the bottom of this. We're not here to pick a side. This shit is crazy because I'm not picking a side. I rocks with both of them. It's a shame they're going through this, right? It's really a shame. If y'all was going through this situation, would y'all bring it online? How will y'all deal with a situation like this?
I could be funny too, but I'm gonna be funny with the truth. You lie, you lie, and you lie. You had the audacity to come on here and make up a fake story and say, Oh, my mother called me. And racheal lover said, come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son. First and foremost, you talking about your mother called you about a YouTube video that everybody know they make fake videos on YouTube. Remy's in the hospital. Papoose this, did that, person that. Those, we all know those is fake. You just mad because you see us moving on in our life, right? You want to fabricate a story about, and I still say my mother-in-law because me and her had a tight relationship like that. And I would never say anything to disrespect her or anybody in the entire family. You lied and said, I said, go get your brothers. That's cap. Everybody know I'm close. I'm more close to them and show them more love and support than you do.
This is crazy.
So we already played the audio of the lame.
This is crazy how they both coming at each other's neck, yo. See, ladies, fellas, when the cheating come about, I think y'all need to step away, walk away. Because we live in an era, right, where we can't forgive. We are not our grandparents. We are not our great-grandparents. Some of us seek that love, right? But don't know how to find it or get it.
In the old days, love was pure and true. Now it's just a show for all to view. People use it for their own gain, leaving hearts in sorrow and pain. Once a sacred bond, now just their noses don't roll. Karma just catches. In the shadows we see a love so pure and meek, but all that's left is a ghostly echo, a memory bleak, longing for a bond that's true in this world so cold and weak, yearning for the love we knew before the all turned antique, lost in illusions of affection, bleeding like the mist, hollow hearts yearn for connection, any realm dismissed, seeking solace in echoes of the past where love truly exists, but all we find are mere reflections of what loved ones kissed. Amidst the ruins of our hearts, we search for something real, yet all we grasp are faded echoes of what used to appeal in this world where love has become just a commodity to steal.
It's just a little food. Real shit. Love is just, in this world where love has just become a commodity to steal, for real, for real. And then, like I told y'all, the world is a stage, man. We can't tell who's real, who's fake, especially when we're behind, how can I say, a digital screen. You see where I'm coming from? So if you want to fall for the illusion, that's on you. See, when I bring these topics to my panel, I'm seeking solutions for those out there that need it. Right? And listen, I appreciate those that come on this, John, and show support, man. I appreciate those that come on here, right? Have conversations with a shorty, because y'all could be anywhere else, but y'all choose to be here. And I appreciate that for y'all, man. Let's listen to a couple more minutes of what Papoose got to say and switch to Remy.
Knockout victim, soft, didn't even fight back. That's what made me mad. I would have just clipped him and kept it pushing, but the fact that I seen that the nigga was soft when I ran down on him. I said, this nigga be talking all this gangster shit, and he ain't even gonna fight back. Nigga was like a deer in headlights. But that's another story. Knocked him out. It's no mystery. Had to get a tetanus shot. Knocked his tooth out and all.
Damn.
Hole in my hand. The whole shit. But let me show y'all the audio of her. Check this out. I want y'all to listen to this. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Should I play the lame first?
No.
Should I play the lame saying that he
you already did that.
Victim,
you did that.
Saying that he's blackmailing her. Let me play her admitting it. But she's angry at me because I knocked him out, y'all. Glass Joe, y'all. We call him Glass Joe. Check it out. But listen to her.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but this is odd from Papoose too. Papoose don't normally do this. What made him do this? Like, men, can a woman really trigger y'all by using y'all kids as a tool to really make you do something like this? Is it possible that a woman can really do this? Something, I don't know. Are they both clout chasing right now for something? Because Papoose don't normally do this.
I want y'all to bear witness to this because out of the whole situation, this was one of the parts that really bothered me. So that's why I reached out to certain fake friends who I thought would be real, like they say they are, and step up. I try to bring it to their attention. Yo, I think she being blackmailed. do me a favor. Just reach out to her. Don't tell her you spoke to me. I just want to know she's okay. She hasn't seen the baby in days.
Facts, Waba, facts.
So I said, damn, see if y'all can reach out. And I don't want to involve nobody in this because this don't got nothing to do with them and they don't owe me nothing. But when you say you family, you got to live. That's an action. You know what I'm saying? You got to live up to that. But that's neither here nor there. So we played the audio of him admitting that he's blackmailing her. Now I'm going to play the audio. Listen to what she said. And I want y'all to know that this is my ex-wife. We're not married anymore. But at the time, as a married man, I wanted to protect her from being blackmailed. So I told her, if this is going on, let me know. Whatever he's blackmailing you, I'll handle that. And we'll get past it as a family. But she lies so much, you don't know what to believe. So I'm like, damn, is he blackmailing her or not? But I want y'all to hear this. Listen to this.
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure he don't go all the way back and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team Fuck This Nigga.
Team Fuck This Nigga. That's your name, babe, bro. Your name is Team Fuck This Nigga. Hold on. Let's play this again.
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure he don't go all the way back and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team Fuck This Nigga.
Damn.
You didn't give a fuck. You didn't fucking care.
That is not true.
Talking to this nigga.
I would have been stopped talking with the nigga. So she's mad at me because I knocked him out. So she's telling me that I knocked him out. I put her in a position where she still had to be cool with him. But she tell y'all on live, oh, he's this. Oh, yeah, a man that treat me right.
That's crazy because that's not listen, Remy, that's making you look like that's crazy. Because the reason why I say he's making her look bad because she's online defending Easy. This whole time she's still saying that Easy is this and Easy is that, but she got caught saying that he was nothing more than, oh my God. Yo, this shit is crazy. We shouldn't, why did they bring this? Why are they being so messy right now? Papoose and Remy, I shake my head right now.
Right, a man that did this and did that. You just said the other day, you don't even deal with this lame no more. So we got one audio of him saying that he's blackmailing her. For all y'all who didn't hear it, we got an audio of the lame admitting to blackmailing this woman. Listen to this.
Yeah, wrong. So far, she saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go with that. But you're right.
Hold on. Let me get to the beginning of this thing again. Let me make sure I get it from the right part, y'all. Bear with me, man. Some bullshit audio. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get this right. We're going to get to it. So we playing the audio, y'all, of the lame admitting to blackmailing her. He's admitting it.
Yeah, wrong. So far, she saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go with that. But you're right, though. Anything happen? Oh, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of it. That shit gonna blow whatever I say is gonna go. I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's sparking is because you do all these shit.
All right, so y'all heard that. And again, we're gonna play her basically saying she's been blackmailed. That's what it sounds like to me. What y'all think?
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure he don't go all the way back and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team Fuck This Nigga. You didn't give a fuck. You didn't fucking care.
That is not true.
Talking to this nigga.
That is not true. I would have been stopped talking to this nigga. So you telling me you got a lame running around here bragging, oh, I'm fucking this wife, oh, the whole shit, right? You got a lame who came in front of me, shook my hand, and which is total disrespect as a man. You sleep with my wife, it is what it is. She chose that. She's in the dope. That's not why I knocked you out. I knocked you out because you shook my hand. But He's on audio saying blackmailing you. So which one is it? Which one is it? You told me numerous times you don't deal with him no more. You want to go on Instagram and say you with your child every day. No, you're not. You just started being with the baby after I left. Once I left, you started trying to prove to me that you're with the baby and you're doing the right thing. You're doing things that I've always wanted you to do.
So was Remy using Papoose as a babysitter? Oh shit, Remy, if you was using him as a babysitter, that's fucked up. He's the dad, not a babysitter. I'm hoping that's not true because a lot of women do that. They use the man as a babysitter so they can go do what they want to do. Oh shit, Remy. We're gonna get to Remy soon. We're gonna get to Remy. I'm waiting to hit the little 50-minute mark right here on his little live.
You just called me the other day and said happy anniversary. I didn't even say it back to you, Rem. I didn't say it back to you. You know why? Because when our 15th year anniversary came, which was a milestone, we were supposed to have the whole thing that we did in the 10-year. You didn't want to acknowledge it properly because you was too busy running around doing what you was doing. Now I'm in a space where I moved on. So for a person who got all these lies to say about me, why is it that you try to call me the other day and say happy anniversary? Why is it that when I went to pick my daughter up, you asking me for gifts and things like that? Why is it? Because you're a narcissist. And in the process of you being a narcissist, anything you can't control, you're mad. But you lost the remote. So you know when somebody loses the remote, they go frantic. See, but what you didn't understand was my loyalty was because I said wedding vows before God. Better for worse, richer for poor, sickness and health, death to us part. And I lived that out. I did nothing but take care of you. Every utility in that house to this day right now is under my name. The alarm company called me today. You talking all this money talk, you just paid a cable bill probably within the last...
I'm not going to sit here and lie. If Pap got proved that Remy cheated, right, and all this stuff, if he wanted to, he could have hit her hard. Adultery? Yo, she would lose everything. But he hasn't. He hasn't hit her with adultery. I don't know. This speaks volumes on Papoose side, right? I rocks with both of them. I cannot listen. I want to be on Team Remy, but I'm not that type of chick. I get where people are coming from. She's a female. Just because we are women, right, doesn't mean that we have to act on our emotions. We're grown. We're not all the same. I get that, right? But she's a mother. I'm a mother. I'm not speaking from a woman's point of view. Now I'm speaking from a mother's point of view. We are leaders, right? We lead our little girls to become young women. And from young women, they learn to become women. And they learn from us. And this is not the type of behavior that I want my daughter having. As a woman, I don't want my daughter to be seen like this or make herself seem like this. Because that's not how I present myself. You see where I'm coming from? We are all individuals. We're not the same, right? Some of us are like-minded, right? But we all think differently, right? We all fight. We all battle our demons, right? Different demons in the same hell. What I'm trying to say is, right, after a certain point in time, once you've got kids, right, we have to grow up. We have to learn how to control our emotions. And I know a lot of women are going to get mad for what I'm saying. And this is why I say a lot of times, I may have not grown up with a father figure, but I grew up with a grandfather figure. And that's why y'all hear me talk the way that I do. I was not raised by my parents. I was raised by nothing but old heads, OGs, elders, where at one point a village existed. That don't exist no more. You see where I'm coming from?
That's 2 weeks out of my account. I had to bail you out of jail when you caught your case. When you had to pay the civil case. And we backtracked it. Who account did that come from? Me. You didn't have a dime. Slay warned me. May he rest in peace. Warned me.
Yo, this should not be on social media, right? This is affecting their kids, especially his oldest daughter, right? Reason I say that is we need to be cautious with what we do too. We're not celebrities, but when we as parents do this stuff, we air our personal laundry online. Our kids see this too. And it's worse for the high profiles, right? For the celebrities, it's worse for them. Why? Because their videos come viral way faster than a video that I would upload or anybody else would upload from the chat. You see where I'm coming from? These are high profile celebrities. Come on, like, people don't understand where I'm coming from. And hopefully y'all do, right? Because like I told y'all, this is a panel where we bring solutions. The link is down below for anybody that wishes to come up and have a conversation. Y'all more than welcome. Like, you know, let it out. Speak with your chest open, man. We're not here to judge. We're not here to bash. We're here to bring solutions to the table if we can. If we can.
He warned me. So when you say malicious things about him, now that he's deceased, I know why, because he know the truth. So all of this money talk that you're talking, you're a liar. All you do is lie, very bipolar. Say something 1 minute and she'll say 5 minutes later that she never said it. She will say she never said it. Right now on my phone, and like I told you, I never wanted a penny. I never wanted one dime. All of the music I wrote for her, I never wanted one penny. I never put my name on a credit. I never did anything. When people said, we know Pat writing that. Oh, you want to go in here and say, oh, I was making music before him. You was. That's why when I started writing it, they saw the difference. You want to talk down upon me. You want to.
And that's what I said earlier. Like, damn, Remy should at least give him his credit. Because the whole world knows when Remy is spitting his lyrics. The whole world could tell the difference between Remy's lyrics. Like I keep telling y'all, I grew up listening to Remy. All right, I was a teenager when Remy first started blowing up. I was like 13, 14 years old when Remy was starting to blow up. When she, you know, keep trying to tell y'all.
Try to assassinate my character, but in actuality, there are people who interact with us. Anybody who ever been around her and never been around me, please step to the front. Am I respectful? Am I considerate? I come from a very big family. I'm very loved. I'm very loved, inside and outside. And guess what? Your family love you too, but you don't love them. You're very cruel to people because you're a narcissist. And you know what? It hurts me that I got to even say this about you, that I got to even come on this live and do this. But the fact that you tried to mention my children, the fact that you had the audacity to come on here and say, I haven't seen my daughter, when you didn't allow me to see my daughter. December 14th, when we gave my daughter a birthday party, you came to my attention. We spoke about the party. I said, how much is the party? You told me the amount of the party. You put up your half of the money for the party. I put up my money for my daughter's party. When my daughter's party took place, you had the audacity to send me a text and tell me not to come to my child's party. Why did you do that? Because I moved on and I wasn't sitting in the house watching my daughter while you run around with this lame, come home to me and say you wasn't with him. Why would you be with him? He's so beneath you.
He is.
When I noticed that you was probably getting blackmailed because you're such a liar, I tried to protect you like I always protected you. You want to make it, if you want to go on the gram, you want to play games about me knocking him out, that's a small thing. That wasn't the first time you saw me in action. But you know what? Like I said earlier, there's 3 reasons why she started to have so much animosity towards me. One was because I knocked him out. And it wasn't because she cared about his well-being. It was because she had been, as a celebrity, as a famous person who could be a role model if she wanted to, she has been behaving in a very, should I say promiscuous? Should I say promiscuous? She has been behaving in a very not too respectful way. And it's been right under the nose of the entire industry and everybody. And people allow it because some of them are groupies. Some of them are clout chasers. Some people, you know, they know the truth.
All right, so I'm gonna pause it right there. I just pinned the link in the chat, right? It's also in my community wall for those, right? Which is now AKA posts. The link is there for anybody that wishes to come up and give their little perspective, right? We're gonna go right into Remy's real quick. But before we do, I want y'all to see what he was talking about, his, his daughter's birthday. And it's messed up. You could see, like, at least Remy could have tried to play it off, right? And you can see how happy their kid was, right, when Pat popped up. So can y'all see that? Yeah. I want y'all to see this real quick.
This video of Remy Ma and her daughter is circling the internet, but not for the obvious.
Now I want y'all to see how I know that they have a tight bond, mother and daughter, but I want y'all to peep how the daughter was fake smiling for Remy, right? But watch when Papoose comes. I want y'all to see how her eyes brighten and her smile widens.
This video of Remy Ma and her daughter is circling the internet, but not for the obvious. No, it's because when Papoose came into the picture, Remy's face changed completely. The couple have been together for a long time, but there were speculations that Remy Ma had cheated on Papoose. The world still don't know.
Look at that little girl, so hyped as soon as Pat
This
came.
video of Remy Ma and her daughter is circling the internet, but not for the obvious. No, it's because when Papoose came into the picture, Remy's face changed completely.
Watch
the
when
couple
Pat
have been together
comes.
for a long time.
Look at that little girl.
Speculations that Remy Ma had cheated on Papoose. The world still don't know if they're still together.
That little girl looked like both of them. I don't know. I think that is Papoose child. I don't think Papoose could deny that. For people that are saying if that's Papoose child, that little girl is a combination of Pap and Remy. Like Pap cannot deny that child. All right. So let's get to Remy.
Protect my rep.
And mind y'all, we are picking up where we left off. So guys, for y'all to understand, I mean, we didn't do that with Papoose. I went a little back because I wanted y'all to really hear that audio that he had played. For those of y'all that missed it yesterday, for those of y'all that don't catch the replay, but we're gonna pick up with Remy right where we left off.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, do I say something and protect my reputation?
Wow, but the link is also in the community wall. If you can't hit the link in the chat, some people have trouble hitting the link in the chat, so they have to go to the community wall.
Or do I not say nothing and know I still got my integrity? Because this shit right here, this whole little shit, this shit that have you doing shit that's not even your character, that's not even your body. That's not my body. But how much you think somebody can say, like, you really promote what you have coming out? I didn't crash out. Oh, you crashed out. You crashed. No. What I did was use a tactic and a tool that I know how to get him out of here. I know what's going to go. Because as long as y'all don't know what's going on, he going to still sit up in here, walking through here, not paying shit, talking to me crazy, treating me crazy, doing this. He care about that image, though. As soon as I did it, what he did, this is my new girlfriend. Oh, my God. Here we go. Come on, God. Yes. Yes.
Remy, it seemed like you poking at Papoose. Like, I don't know. I think you just need to leave them and move on, right? I don't think they should get back together. This has gotten real toxic to the point where they're both exposing each other online. This is not going to work. I mean, we all want it to work, right? But at the end of the day, what we want and what they need is two different things. And they need some space. They need to get off social media. I don't know. I don't think Papoose going to come back on. But Remy might, because Clarissa had, if Clarissa answering some questions on the interview triggered this live to get, her to trigger Papoose to come live, this is some crazy shit. We need to get our priorities and our morals on check. If this is what it's about, it shouldn't be. But this is what social media is bringing out of us. Hopefully I said that right. It sounded better in my head.
He is a great support system. I'll never take that away from him. Don't nobody hold a purse or tie a shoe like a great support system. Very entitled, very needy, very I don't even, you know what? I don't even know who he is today. Let me rephrase that. Because the person that I married in 2008, that's not who this is now.
They both saying the same
Now he's
thing.
a wife.
He's a wife.
Listen,
what? Yo, she was about to say
this is
something.
what I would like.
Now he's a wife. But I'm like, what is he a wife what? Because he's not a wife. He's a man. If anything, a husband. I don't know, man. I'm hoping, listen. I hope this don't go further than what it is. This should stop, all right?
Papoose, you have my lawyer's information. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer, since your lawyer that the number you gave us has not been retained yet, I told you I'll.
Blessings, Waba. How you doing this afternoon?
What's up, sis?
Chilling.
I will eat, but I'm gonna sit back and listen, and I'll respond after that.
I'm sorry, what you say?
I said I'm gonna sit back and listen, and I'll respond.
Oh, okay. I heard you now. You went in and out for a second. I'm sorry. Got you. Blue.
I'll paper it. If somebody over there that loves you wants to paper it, great. That will make me happy. Everything is signed and ready to go. I don't want nothing. I'm not even asking for child support. My daughter's school, her babysitter, her nanny, her gymnastics, her swimming, her dancing, her healthcare, her all of that. I take care of it like I've always.
You see how they pinpointing the blame on each other on this one? See, I'm gonna really cut it down the middle. Like right here, they're both pinpointing the blame on each other, right? What we don't know in reality is who's really prolonging this situation. Is it Remy or is it Papoose? One of them is not signing the divorce papers. You see where I'm coming from? But they're both saying that it's each other. That's the crazy part right here. This is why, this shouldn't be online. This should be offline. This should have been dealt with offline. Then if they wanted to bring some type of awareness, okay, different story. But, oh man, this is crazy. And shout out, us women need to get our shit together. Men, the same shit applies.
Always done. I don't need anything. Stop making these people think that I'm stopping you or anybody from being happy. I want to be 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 able to walk out. I literally had somebody, I swear to you, somebody came up and was like, just stay strong, girl. I'm like, what's going on out here?
I mean, according to them, the marriage papers ain't signed, right? And unless I got proof, by the way, my bad, blessings. We got We on Lock Nation in the building. Guys, make sure y'all go check him out. Great conversations, great topics, man. Make sure y'all go show some support. Share his videos, help him bring awareness to his topics, y'all. But until I don't see the actual divorce papers, which you can actually find if they did do it, I'm not gonna believe it. You see where I'm coming from? So until then, they're still married. Because there's too much he say, she say. You see where I'm coming from? And this was done not so long ago. This is recently. This wasn't, months ago. This wasn't weeks ago. This was done this week. This whole rant just popped up out of nowhere. Just came out of nowhere. I think it was because of Clarissa Shields' interview, if I'm not mistaken. And I tell people, and a lot of women don't want to hear this. In my opinion, Remy in her feelings right now. Right? I know a lot of women don't want to hear it. She is in her emotions. She's reacting off emotions right now. This should have been kept offline. Listen, it's crazy. I don't understand sometimes. Wow, why do we want to have these types of arguments online, where not just is viewable for the public to view, but our kids could sit here and see this shit.
Ain't nobody weak. Ain't nobody weak. I don't care who brought up what. It's nothing for you to be like, I don't want to talk about that. It's nothing to be like, before you even start your shit, yeah. We not touching on that. Let's talk about what I have coming up. If that's really the case. Everybody lit on their own accord now, right? Everybody on the blogs, everybody's in it. It's great. Everybody's so happy, right? Now everybody's talking all the time and with each other all the time. Bro. Like what? Nobody owes me nothing, okay? And I don't owe anybody anything. I don't even owe y'all this. But my problem is I don't like anytime I stand. I literally seen, I had to call my publicist and be like, who's this guy in this picture? Because I know him. I see him all the time. And she's like, he's a journalist. He used to work with so and so. Like they literally said 100 and something thousand views on it. Remy's new boyfriend. I'm like, what? How do I have all of these new niggas? What? I'm not pressed about nobody in the current come up.
Oh, she talking about Clarissa. She talking, okay. Yo, Remy had me lost right now on this little rant. I was like, where's she going with this? Like, wait, what does this got? Like, wait, what? You talking about views and shit? Like, is you really clout chasing Remy? Like, is this a game? Like, is we being pranked? Like, on some real shit? Like, damn, is Ashton Kutcher behind this?
I swear to you, I sit here and I be like, yo, this shit's so wrong. Because that was me. That was me. Nigga said that's the fake account. It probably is. That was me. I am so glad that is. Thank you. Thank you. Be happy. I want everybody to be happy. I'm not stopping anybody from doing anything. Okay? Nothing. Nothing at all. If I ain't even gonna go there. Like, matter of fact, I'm gonna go there. It comes
facts. You're not lying when you're on Lock Nation. I saw a little bit of the interview, and Clarissa said that she didn't have a problem with Remy. That's why I'm so confused on why this rant came about. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, Papoose cheated on Remy with Clarissa." No, he didn't. See, people are out here misinforming and misleading this situation, right? But then again, we can't do shit about it. They can't do shit about it because they aired their dirty laundry on social media. So now it's liable to be critiqued, judged. That's what people do.
Comes a time where you just get tired.
Oh, my bad, Waba. You wanted to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, so some of you had just said when they put it online, people is gonna critique. And like in this current climate right now, every little thing that we do is gonna be people is gonna try to correct. And like, I try to avoid like stuff like this, but when I see that people starting to disrespect people and all that, then it make me want to come up and be like, the one in school that hold their hands. I say, hey man, don't fight. You're the one in the middle. Everybody telling you, get out of the way, bro. I want to see a fight. They're in the circle.
I'm dead.
And so it's like you want to be a peacemaker, like even with, and I'm not trying to put this situation, this is a whole total different situation. I don't know if you want me to bring that up, what's going on with these trials.
What trials?
But in this, the trials with the East Coast, the rap thing.
Wait, I haven't even heard about it. I'm a little lost on that.
They
I might have, but I'm a little lost.
How they trying to put Diddy up with this situation, and he the only one that's in court, but they say it's Rico, like he the done or something.
You talking about Diddy?
Yeah, and this climate right now, like people is just it's like a candy in the stove for them. Like some people, it's like candy in the stove. Ooh, I can make a lot of money off of their pain. it ain't real anyway. It's for to sell this shirt or it's for to sell these shoes. Like people do
Oh,
take their pain.
you talking about them people that are wearing them shirts that are saying free Diddy. Okay, I heard a little bit about that
Yeah.
situation. I gotta
No, no,
get
no.
in.
I'm not saying that. I mean, it might be. I don't know, but I'm not saying that they trying to. Oh, I'm making these. I mean, because if he was making shirts
Are you saying the same thing
for
everybody?
voting,
So I mean, I that's why I say I got to get into it because you're not the first person I've heard say this and have the same opinion.
right? Like even that thing with Kiki. I think her name Kiki Palmer.
Oh, Kiki, I
That
love
was her
Kiki
name.
Palmer. Wait, she's involved in something?
No, you remember when she had went to the Usher concert? One of the went to the Usher concert. It was dance with Usher and an argument and everything. Come to find out, everybody think that she did that all to sell that book that she had coming out.
Yeah. See, this is why this is all
So,
confusing, right? Like I said earlier, we know that the world is a stage, right? So everything that we have to sit here and depict to see and make sure that it's not an illusion. What's real,
but
what's
see, the thing is that like I'm to the point where I don't care. Like you try to make it this to make money, but people do use their pain to.
mm-hmm.
So like I
So
mean,
you
it's their
trying to
right.
say
It's
that
their
okay,
pain.
I think I understand Wawa. I don't know, Wawa, correct me if I'm wrong. You basically what you're trying to say is that they're using their own pain for gain.
Right, like they're saying, like this is what I went through with, and I wrote a book about it. And if
Okay.
y'all want to purchase it, you know what I mean? Like it's they pain, like it's some type of healing for them
Your moderator, leave your link
to
down
do.
below to your book so people can check you out. That's what
I
you
don't
do.
write books.
You gotta leave you gotta leave your
I
copy down so people can go check
I
you out.
I don't spell really good. I need me a computer to write a book.
Oh, I was
But
gonna say you got a book, leave that John down below. Oh, you read a book. I thought you said
nah,
you wrote a book. Okay, you read a book. I heard you. I misheard you.
like I seen a book that they took out of the off the shelf, but it was a book that was about Tupac, and I was reading the book. It's like it's a lot of pain in the book, but at the same time, I mean that's they story. So like if somebody wrote a book and somebody want to give them something for it, it's like you going to church and you excuse me, you go into church and you tell your testimony and people give money in the offering to help you out. You know what I mean? Or to just support what you got going on. And that's what I feel like. But some people that ain't going through that at all, they don't care about what people is going through with. Like they're not really acquainted with people in no kind of way. And they just now figuring out about it and now they trying to go for their neck. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
people that's acquainted with a person, they're not finna try to go for the juggler. Remember that show used to come on back then called The Juggler Bang?
that sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
But that's what I think some people doing so with Remy and them, they explaining their pain, but at the same time, like I wouldn't have put it up there, but I'm not them. You know, I'm not them. So since this is something they decided to do, I mean, or felt forced to do or compelled or whatever, but at the same time, I think that we a lot of us fold Voltron, you know what I mean? And we
Yeah,
try to hurt people. And that's the issue with coming online and telling people, oh, I had this argument with this woman and this and that and the other. They don't care about your relationship. People
facts.
do not care. Like they pretend like they care for some type of image, but they really don't care. So that's why the only reason why I say people shouldn't be up here telling all their business, like what a lot of other people probably
You
done
know,
said.
I'm spitting some gems right now. He cooking right
So
now.
I listen since they decided to put it up there. But like me, like everybody was saying, like they go back all the way to MySpace and Moco Space. So they been here for a while, you know, rapping and doing
Facts.
like I
That's
told
so
you,
true.
they was doing a
Yo, wait
contest
a minute.
between her.
You just brought up Moco Space? I forgot about that. That was an app you only had on phones.
Yeah,
Damn. He
on the
brought
flip
up
phone.
Moco Space.
Yeah.
OMG, no wop, I didn't. I ain't hear
That
nobody
Remy them was
speaking about
posting.
that
You
shit was
know, Nelly and all them was on there. They, you know, that's when everybody would talk, speak to each other. It wasn't like it is now, because people
yeah.
started trying to use you for a gain, and it got to a point where people started being more reserved because people started trying to destroy. I noticed that, but I'm not saying that's what everybody decided to do it that way. But it was a time when everybody was on there like, I don't know who you is, bro. You don't know me. You know what I
That's
mean? I'm
true.
just like, what's up? Hey, what's up? What's good, bro? Like you see somebody walking down the road, you ain't know who that was. Like somebody knew who they was, but if you in the same area, like you was in the same area, don't nobody realize you because it's a lot of people play with each other. You know, like they say, Boosie used to walk all through Florida, like through towns and stuff. Nobody don't really know that that's really him, but it was
Yeah.
another guy that looked like Boosie. Like that probably was him. I don't know, but if it was, it was. But when you see people, they say what's up. Like it ain't nothing like that, you know.
You
But
know,
people get online,
I'm listening to you.
but people get online and they be like, "Oh, that's so and so." You be like, "That? Oh, you famous?" Like it was an artist that I had wrote. Like I didn't know he was even no rapper. I just wrote him and I was like, send him a friend request because they said back then just seeing people friend requests. I didn't know the guy was famous. You know what I'm saying? I kept it to myself. I'm not gonna reveal his name. You know what I mean? But he was like, "Hey man, you just trying to." I said, "What is clout chasing?" That's when they first started doing that clout chasing talk. You know what I mean? And so I was like, "Bro, I don't know you." Like he's like, "You don't know me? Stop playing, cuz I don't know you." I said, "Okay then." So that's why I sent you a friend request. That's how you get to know people. You say, "Hey, what's your name?" You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But
That's
other
true.
people knew who he was, but I didn't know who the guy was. Like I told people, I stopped listening to rap when Bone Thugs and them was, when they came out with the last album. That's when I stopped really listening to rap.
Oh
So
shit.
I didn't really, yeah. And I recently started like, remember like some old songs, and I might want to go and hear it, but I stopped listening to it altogether. So all the new artists and stuff, I don't be knowing everybody. I'm not saying that they're not successful in what they do. So what he talking about and what they talking about, people clout chasing is real. But a lot
Yeah.
of people ain't clout chasing out here. We don't like. I don't know everything. Like if I see MC Hammer, I know that Hammer now. I know who that. You know. What I'm saying?
I think everybody when she hear MC Hammer knows who the hell he is. Right there. Well,
Now I'm not saying I don't know who Remy and them is, but back then when we seen Remy and them, they was not on television. You know what I'm
mm-mm.
saying? They was on, yeah, like Soldier Boy and them. Nobody ain't know until he got called up. Like,
You're not lying though, but you gotta realize, like I tell people, right? That right there just proves my point from earlier, right? A lot of people gotta go all the way back, right? Like you said, Remy and them was on Moco Space, MySpace. They was not on television unless you saw them on BET, MTV.
hmm
You see where I'm coming from, or an interview on the radio
hmm
station or something like that, right? Other than that,
yeah, I'm not saying they weren't doing their thing.
oh yeah, it was doing yeah. But what I'm saying is that a lot of us with like you're not wrong. A lot of us didn't hear from Remy and Papoose through a radio station. We met them through social media when they came out. And people fail to realize the World Wide Web has existed for the longest. What has not existed for a minute is social media. Social media did not come about until 2002. And if I'm 35 now in 2025, do the math. How old do y'all think I was in 2020 in 2002? You see my point?
Yeah, I was in school when the trade towers. You know the trade tower.
I was a little kid.
I
Yeah, I was
was
little.
I was in first period, sitting down looking at the TV, and seen the thing of the trade tower situation. And then when they say you can't say the B word, and then if somebody call in and say the B word on their phone or something, and everybody got to take a vacation out there in the field because they had to do the I'm still frantic about saying the B word. I'm not talking about no dog either. I'm talking about what they said you couldn't say in school, where they did a code red and everybody had to go outside. Remember that? But I'm finna pause my mic. I feel like I'm talking a little bit too much.
Oh shit,
Finna
no, I
pause
was
my mic.
trying to unmute. Yeah, we didn't. I didn't get to experience that. See, over here in Philly is a little different.
Yeah, but I just remember like all that was going on around that time. Wasn't nobody really online like that, because we was at school or we
Yeah,
was outside playing boxing or racing, and then a lot
that's
of
why
us didn't even have no.
you ain't lying. That's why I say I'm a hybrid. Listen, I was like 10, right, 11 years old when the smartphone started coming out. When I started really learning about Remy, Papoose, about all these celebrities and shit like that. People don't understand. I created my first Twitter as a teenager because I was following a reggaeton artist called Evie Queen. Then all these other celebrities came about, but how can I say I'm not a fan? I don't go crazy. Was I a fan of certain celebrities? Yeah, when I was a kid. But you outgrow that shit at a certain point in time. I don't know if people understand. You see where I'm coming from? Like, oh my god, I want to meet this celebrity. I want to. Nah, man, that shit. I don't know. I think that shit grew out of me when I was like 14, 15 years old. Like I wasn't so at the age of
Yeah,
14 and 15, yes, I had social media. I'm not gonna lie. But the age of 16, I was already pregnant. 17, I had my firstborn. So I was like in between. I found myself a hybrid. I was more out there than what I was on social media, but I was still a part of it. At one point, I still
but see,
engaged. You see where I'm coming from? When I shouldn't have engaged.
mhm. But see, the thing is, when an artist make real music that speaking to the people, that right there to me, it don't never die. So
It
like
don't. Can't take that
it,
from them.
yeah, like right. So like there are certain things you grow out of because people just doing it for money. Like that's what I was saying. Like instead of them going online twerking and all that, make music. I was wondering even on the love and hip hop when they finna make music, all they doing is art, and that's what they gonna leave behind. People gonna forget all about that. Like you gotta make music. Like the Titanic. Remember the Titanic when they had that song when Rose was getting ready to
I
let
know
the
what you're
man
talking
hand go.
about. I know what you're talking
Right.
about. I just can't remember the song all the way. But yeah, that's
But
crazy.
you
But
remember stuff.
that's some real shit though. Like turn that pain into motivation. And I think the most messed up part about this situation is right. While I was saying everything that he's saying, I feel as though right people don't even look at this in this way. Right. I'm gonna have y'all look at it another way. Right. If all this is for clout chasing, all this is them gaining from their pain, right? Monetizing their pain and shit like that. I think it's fucked up because people actually look up to these celebrities, right? And it's their fault if they do, right? I can't sit here, I can't judge, I can't bash nobody for what they do. But there are people out here that do look up for their relationship goals, right? So we got to look at it like this. When they do things like this and it's not really true, right? And it's just for clout chasing, it's kind of like somebody coming online playing around with a great situation. You see where I'm coming from? Now it makes it hard for a woman that's
Mhm.
actually going through some shit like that or going through abuse. Let's put it like that. Women coming online saying this man abused her, right? I'm putting a little bit of different examples, right? It makes it harder for actual women or men that go through these type of situations for us to believe them when it's out on social media. We can't determine what's fake and what's real unless you really focus and pay attention to what's being said or shown. So it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know if y'all understood what I'm trying to say, but if this is some situation like this, if this is all to promote some type of event, to promote, them, you know, how can I say some music album or a podcast that's coming out, whatever, it's messed up. This is not the way to go about it. And I feel as though celebrities need to stop doing that type of shit. But it's not me. I can't tell them what to do. You see what? Blue.
But what it looked like to me is that they was like having comedy hour at first, like, and then sometimes when you joking with people, it may get out of hand, because like some people they'll be having fun joking, and then sooner or later people start taking those jokes serious. That's why I don't even like to joke with people like that. I like to joke and have fun and talk, because like when she said, Remy, if you be nice, if you be nice, You invited to the barbecue. I thought that was kind of funny, but I don't know how she was gonna take that. So sometimes when you see people joking, it make you afraid to engage with it. So I pick and choose. Not saying that you ain't gonna want to laugh, but you pick and choose. Like, look, I'm finna. I laugh in the corner somewhere because you never know where people. Yeah, you never know where people finna take stuff. So like it's certain things like if I wouldn't want nobody saying it to me, then I try to avoid stuff like that. Even with these comedians, like if I don't want somebody to say something like this to me in the way that they said it to the other person, then I say, you know what, I think I need to back away from that. And the way that time I can look, he is looking goofy, but I try to, back away because you make you want to chuckle, but then when you realize, like when you think about the other person, you say, you know what, I wouldn't like that, you know, because I
That's
think
okay.
some people they take their jokes to another level. Like that's not joking. Now you trying to hurt somebody, like saying you're invited to this, and then she and Remy just kind of like brushing it off. That was like something. It was like okay, that's cool, But when you
This
see people
situation.
like, oh
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, when you see people like, oh, uh, did he do it? Did he? Like, hey, bro, look, I'm not gonna play with that. I wanted to at first because like it was kind of funny, but it ain't funny when you think about the situation. You know what I mean? Because you see people getting
Facts. It happens on social media all the time. Like you can't tell that
yeah, like
you think they're roasted. I mean, you think they're joking around and roasted. Then when it goes to the left, that's when you be like, oh shit, they were serious.
yeah,
This isn't a
and you
game.
feel like, man, I should never got involved, man. People be thinking,
Yeah.
oh, you with it, you with that, you trying to hurt this person,
Hmm.
and you looking at yourself like, no, it wasn't even like that. But nobody sees that. Nobody try to see clearly when it really go
That's,
down. So like
that's a
even with
fact.
that. Yeah, even with that Diddy situation, like certain things, like what they doing, they keep talking about what happened with. I'm sorry, I don't want to switch it off to Remy. My bad. I'm finna pause
You
this.
good.
Yeah. I'll
You
let you
good.
switch it when you're ready.
You good. You good. You good. Yeah, but he's spitting some
Yeah,
gems right here. At the end of the day, see what people don't realize, right? Even though we're not trying to get off topic, and we have to get off topic sometimes to compare a certain situation. So that's what Wawa is doing. And so he's not going off topic and throwing people off. He was just trying to compare certain situations that are happening right now within Hollywood. You see where I'm coming from? It's just that Diddy is how can I say, a more of a high profile celebrity than what Remy and Papoose is on some real shit. But all this is getting out of hand, right? At the end of the day, this shouldn't have been bought out as a joke, as a game, right? To start off, both these individuals have kids, right? They have kids with other people, and then they have a child together. You see where I'm coming from? And this has gotten to the point where their children are getting targeted because of the beef that they're stirring up on social media. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, this is something that constantly happens every day, right? It's not just the celebrities doing it, but for those of people that are following these celebrities doing these same things, thinking that it's cute, right? Those of you that are following these influencers and certain podcasters, right? And it's crazy, as a grown ass adult, you should be your own person, not a follower, but a leader, right? Lead your own family and stuff like that. Leader of your household, a leader of yourself, right? You're supposed to be the leader of your boat. But anyways, the captain of your own ship. But it seems like we're behaving like little children. You see where I'm coming from? Now, you hear
you know what?
everybody
Yeah,
scream and shout, why are the kids doing this? Because they're mimicking us. We're doing it through social
right. I
media,
mean,
but we're not doing it
but the
out
children
here.
just, but
See?
they being children.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean, that's what they be. And you even think about the news people. I'm not trying to, man, I don't want to switch your subject, but it's like this situation, if they try to zoom it in on Remy and Pap, it ain't just them. So it's just like news anchors and a lot of people is just acting immature. Like, y'all really gonna sit here and pretend like y'all don't see that they kicking indigenous people out of America that was already here before people got here?
it's the
And
black
that's
people.
why Yeah, and then they trying to talk about that black people need to get a passport, like to show proof of like my passport is them slave ships. I just don't like, man. I'm serious, like, and then like people don't know how to understand, like, what if Remy and Papoose was really just trying to have a dialogue because they maybe fell into a place where they trusted to come on here like that. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus. Like, if they
Mhm.
felt comfortable to come on here and share that part of their life with people, people that
See, but they doing way more than just sharing. Now it's going to the point where they
right.
bashing each other. Now they bashing and
I
exposing deeper things that shouldn't have
yeah,
been exposed. You see where I'm coming from? A
right.
lot of us didn't know
Yeah.
that Remy Ma was, back to her old ways. You see where I'm coming from? Like she says she's
Hmm.
strictly dickly, but we know that at one point she went both ways. You see where I'm coming from? Like if you watch Remy from the beginning, you know it. It's like Nicki Minaj. I'm strictly dickly, but we know that in the beginning you was bi. You see where I'm coming from? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat shit, right? So at the end of the day, it shouldn't get that
Like
far where y'all
sometimes,
sitting here like, and it's fucked up because like we don't know if it's true or not. We don't know if Papoose said that part right there out of hurt, right? Was he telling the truth? Could he been telling, could he been trying to aim to hurt her, right? Because of everything she's saying, and it shouldn't be an eye for an eye. We're
and
talking about relationship goals. And this is why
but
I
that's
don't
the
look up
thing.
to
You can't,
celebrities for that. I
you
don't look up to
can't. Yeah,
celebrities.
but it go for anybody. It's not good to argue at an angry person to try to
Exactly.
reason. And
Now,
I'm telling you, it's not easy not to. So, like,
facts.
it's not saying that I haven't argued it. I mean, I probably argued at somebody today before I came up here. But the thing is, why would I go online and try to do? So I get where you're coming from, but you can't. It's like this. How can you, when a person is angry, you would pray that they would
Yeah.
practice some kind of self control, but the other person, it's
Yeah, you
like
can
the
control
other
what the other person
person,
says back. Exactly. See,
right?
this is why I bring this. Look, listen, my purpose isn't to hit the adults anymore. You see where I'm coming from? You can
Mm,
lead a horse to water, but you can't make that horse drink water. Listen, you can't. They say you can teach an old dog tricks, right? Sometimes, but not all the time. But according to the old, what is it? The old phrase is you cannot teach an old dog tricks, right? New tricks. So my thing is, right? Screw the adults. I get it. People is going to be set on their own ways. I do these lives because at the end of the day, we got the youth watching. You see where I'm
right.
coming from? And I got kids. And those are the
Exactly.
ones that I'm sitting here trying to set an example for. That's why I say that I do these lives like this because my focus isn't on the celebrities. And people will watch me, they notice that I don't really speak on celebrities because there's more important things out there. But this right here is going viral, right? This is a topic
Hmm.
where we talk about a lot, especially here, especially on Word, right? Relationship goals, what we want, what we expect, what we looking for, much more how to better our relationships, right? So we're putting this out here. What is the truth? What really caused this split up, right? Is social media behind
Hmm.
all this, right? They love fade and cause all this. You see
Right.
where I'm coming from? Let's bring back
How
some.
come they won't?
Let's talk about it.
How
Let's
come
answer
they
the
won't
questions.
hide that? Right. They
Exactly.
should. I mean,
Can we
hide
solve?
that part.
Yeah, can there be a way if me and you go through something? I'm not saying me and you because we're not really in a relationship, right? But if we was in a relationship, right? I have my own relationship, but I'm just putting this as an example. If me and
I
you was in
get
a
you.
relationship, could there be a way that if we broke up, that if we had kids, co-parent, and if we didn't have kids, still be able to be friends? You see where I'm coming from? Because
If you're not dating, whoever you're not dating, you don't have to explain that into that person.
mhm,
If you're not dating them, like if you even like that's where a lot of relationships break up because they confided in an outside source. A lot of times, like that person should not know what make you tick.
and that's why
If
Papoose,
a
you heard Papoose, right? You saying that brings into what
mm,
Papoose said. It's crazy because Papoose said, I went looking for friends that I knew wasn't friends just to get answers. That's crazy. I'm sitting here like, damn.
mhm. But that sometimes a man be confused. Like he don't like he may have tried everything that he knew in his power and looked at himself like, man, what am I doing? You never know. Like, so that's why I say when you see somebody spazzing out, I try to step back, because when I see anybody, like if you're successful, you just successful in what you do. Like you could be successful in selling tires. Nobody don't know, and you successful, you making more money than uh one of the hottest rappers right now. But you just successful. You know what I'm saying? You just very successful in what you're doing, and you having a dispute with your wife, and y'all online going at it. Nobody's really gonna pay attention like that because they're glamorizing that. But if Remy Ma and them is successful, like they put out an album, they set a goal. If they pass their goal, then they succeeded in what they wanted to do.
Facts.
But if I put out tires and I didn't sell all the tires that I wanted in this semester, then I just wasn't successful in what I was doing. So it doesn't take away from them being what they say human being. It's just a simple fact that all of us in general, like some of us may feel like, well, I reached this level of success, so this
That's
who
true.
I am. I'm this person. I'm up here. But you really just like the man that sold out on all his tires,
That's some facts.
and and you just successful. That's what I told the elder that I knew that's in the industry that passed away. I said to him, he said, "What do you see when you see?" I said, "Elder, I see a successful elder. That's all I see." And I said, "What's up? How you doing?" That's it. I don't want to hear about that, bro. You don't have to explain to me how you feel like you're a celebrity, bro. I don't care about that. I didn't even know you was no celebrity until my auntie told me.
Mm, that's
So
crazy.
just be successful. Like they taking that word celebrity and they putting it with success should be. If you sell dresses to help children or whatever you do, if you successful in that and somebody want to put a celebrity on that, that's just for brand and marketing. And that's why I think that a lot of us that say we want to be in the industry and all that, we need to go to workshops. Because if
Mm.
you go to a workshop, you will see people differently. I seen Master P and all them in workshops. I sat down in workshops and talked to them, not saying that they're not valuable or anything. I'm just saying you have to, like, even if you want to open up a bank, you have to sit down and, go to workshop, go to accounting class, whatever you got to do. But you're going to see people, the other people is going to look at, oh, they better than me. But once you understand what it took to get there, like what it take to study and what you need to know, you're not going to look at them that way that other people may look at them. Not saying that you're better than the other people. You see what I'm trying to say?
Exactly. Listen, everything goes hand in hand. That's why I try to break down as much as I can, right? And try at the end of every live, I try to see what have we learned from each topic. What can we learn? See where I'm coming from? Because there's a lesson in everything, whether we like it or not. We spitting some gems, yo. See, Wobble was up here
Right.
stir frying up everything. He said, "Fuck it, man. I'm gonna be, I'm going to Asia today or Japan or China, man. I want some stir fried chicken." He was stir frying everything up right now.
Right.
He wasn't
So
cooking.
that's
He was
why when
stir
I
frying.
look at them, I really care about what they feeling. You know what I mean? Because some people look at successful people and they feel like, oh, they can't feel nothing. Not saying that they do it purposely, but it's just like, oh, you so and so, you shouldn't feel like that. You know? No, they act like it's people. Like you,
So
can you
let me.
imagine that she stay next door to you and you don't even know that's her, and she
Mm,
online talking, and you don't know that's her right there talking.
that's crazy, yeah. And you know what's crazy that happens too, and that's not bad when it happens. What I'm trying to say is right. It's not bad because listen, if you don't know what's happening, that means that you're not paying attention to the bullshit. You see where I'm coming from? And a lot of us need to learn
Exactly.
how to do that. Like I don't know about a lot of shit until it's drawn to my. I didn't even know this was happening until it got drawn to my attention, and it was already viral. You see where I'm coming from? They're like, "Are you gonna speak on Remy Ma and Papoose?" I was like, "What? Papoose ain't speak. They're like, huh, Papoose? I was like, yo, I really had to say, I'm like, no, he didn't. I was like, y'all said that the last time, and Papoose ain't say nothing. It's been he say, she say. And boom, I was like, oh, he did actually speak. So I'm here. I was like, listen, I'm not going by he say, she say. When I bring these panels, it's because I want to bring solutions to the table, right? Can we as regular people, right, not celebrities, find solutions for these type of problems that we have in our lives? And I feel as though we can, because it is up to the person, it's up to the individual how to handle that situation. A celebrity isn't the ones who raise our kids on the right track, and the celebrities ain't the ones who set relationship goals are. You are. You as a human being.
Exactly. You got to take care of your children. Just because the church, now there is some churches, right? They come and they help people with food and stuff, but it's up to you to cook the food for your children. It's up to you. You know what I mean? If they bring you blankets and stuff, it's up to you to teach the children how to make the bed. All that. If I'm saying, if somebody that's in that position is doing something to try to assist, it's up to the parents to take those things that they give them and put it to use.
Facts.
So it's like all of it goes together. But parents, I think parents a lot of times they not, like you said, they're not taking the responsibility that they should.
Let me ask you a question. If celebrity gossip wouldn't divide us to the point where we picking sides, and I'm not saying we are, I'm speaking in general, right? I'm not saying it because of you all. I'm saying it because of, the people in the back, right? I'm just speaking in general, right? Why? Damn, I just threw myself off saying that shit. Oh my God, I just threw myself off. I forgot what I was going to say for a second. If celebrity, let's continue because I just threw myself off. I'm going to remember it. It's fucked up. It's going to take me a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember it and I'm going to say it somewhere along this live watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what just
If
happened.
celebrity gossip, if celebrity gossip didn't cause a divide,
Oh, okay. Celebrity gossip didn't cause a divide the way it is right now. How do you picture the world? Because everything right now is hashtag pick a side. We have to pick Papoose side. We have to pick Remy side. And I feel as though I fucks with both. But at the end of the day, I got to cut this shit down the middle. Remy fucked up. She needs to take accountability. And neither one of them should have brought this to social media.
exactly. Exactly.
See my point? So it's kind of like if it wasn't for all this, right? How do you picture the world if the social media wasn't here involved? How can I say and put in battery packs in people's back, gaslighting situations
Right.
like that.
But see, this been going on since ancient time.
But this has only been happening since 2002, though. You got to peep. Even the statistics sit here and tell you that this started happening when social media started coming out, and social media was.
I'm saying, like, I see what you mean, but it's been a lot of people kissing rich people. All I'm saying, go back to the ancient days. If you read the book of Sirach, the book of wisdom, he was talking about the same thing. Like, you know that.
All right, for y'all that don't understand the question, right? Should fans take sides in celebrity breakups, or does public involvement make matters worse? And in my opinion, public involvement makes situation worse. Not just for the celebrity, but for the people that think that this is what a relationship goal should be. Right? So what lessons can everyday people learn from high-profile relationship conflicts? What role does social media play in amplifying relationship drama and shaping public perception? See, I be going with the mind. I would love to hear people.
I get it.
Because this is deep. All right, guys. We're gonna play a little more of this, right? Because I'm 2 hours, 10 minutes into this shit. And then I'm gonna end it with Waba. We're gonna, close it up, giving our, opinions and stuff like that. So Waba, if you up to it, I'm gonna play it for a little bit longer and see what Remy is saying, because there's a lot. Like, there's so many rumors, right? And the reason why people say we should pick a side, I feel as though we shouldn't, right? Now, I haven't gotten to the part that is trending right now. According to People, Remy Ma accused Papoose family of being pedos. All right. So I'm not sure if that's true. I'm not sure if those are rumors. But by the time we get done these videos, we will find out if Remy Ma is saying this or not. Right? This is why we should not let Hollywood spill into our real lives, because we're letting social media, right, sit here and determine who we are. And it shouldn't be like that. But what should be and what is two different things now. See?
And I realize nobody wants to hear the truth. Y'all, the lies are usually more entertaining. No one wants to hear the truth. I'll tell you what though. What? Sorry, I had to go check something. What's the publisher that I have? Because I have a book. I have a book coming. I have a book. They've been hounding me to do a movie, but I don't feel. I tell them I don't feel like it's the end of my story yet. But we're gonna do a period piece. Nobody is. But when I tell you, I talk so nice. I try to talk, and when I call, like, hey, I don't call from my kid phone or bullshit. None of that. I be chilling. I'm good. Everybody on that side know what's really up. If I was crashing out and all bullshit, and I really start posting the evidence that I have and all the bullshit, y'all will be in.
See, this is where they fucking up,
Instagram,
man.
I'm telling you, y'all mind will be blown. My mind was blown. Okay? Leave me alone. Leave them alone. I don't understand why y'all people keep asking. Don't ask about me. Nobody's doing nothing to me. Ever. Nobody's scared. I'm not being quiet because I'm ashamed. I didn't do anything wrong to anybody. And guess what? Y'all right. I'm never going to be the victim. Ever. I would rather be the villain than the victim in any story. Anytime somebody put their hands on me, hands was put back on me. Anytime somebody violated me, I violated them back.
Damn. It's an eye for an eye. Remember
like, what the fuck? Once again, stop. That's all I'm asking y'all. Stop. Okay? That's it. Anyway. And what? Bro, what money? What income? From where? What royalties? What concert? What bookings? The fuck? If y'all don't stop playing with me, I don't want no. How do I want something that is not there to want or to have? Like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all are crazy. Like, what? Y'all are nuts. Like, y'all are really fucking nuts. I am great. Fantastic. Y'all know how many years? How many years? Like, oh, people go look how, like, that bitch was sad. I was sad for years.
So is she saying she wasn't happy with Papoose the whole time? Why was she? See, this is why I'm saying a lot of females are about to be mad at me, because I'm not just hearing her. I'm listening to what she's saying. Now, she first said that he was slacking in certain areas, right? And Papoose said, well, you know, it feels like she's addicted. She's obsessed with the lame, right? I feel as though if she feel as though that Papoose wasn't satisfying her there, then Easy, the block captain, you know, either had that spit game or that stroke. I mean, not the spit game, because we know Pat had that. He either had that tongue game or he had that stroke game where Pat was lacking at. And I feel as though, they needed more time, because in reality, her doing them 8 years, right, in prison, coming home, like if certain things that, happened between them, they should have took some space, right? I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm just saying what could have probably been, resolved their situation prevented this from going so far left to the point where we see what was once known as a power couple become a drama couple on social media, right? And we've seen a lot of relationships, right, fail like this. Look at Will and Jada. I mean, there's so many, right? For me, real love, right? For those of you that don't know, go look up Celia Cruz and Pedro Knight. Their love was to the end, even with the fame.
I don't. What? Don't. I don't know that lady. Yeah. You don't. Who else you don't know? Ganjan gossip, not bothered. This is addressing the bullshit. I'm sure that they're probably screen recording me right now, snipping it, posting here. Make sure it be very clear. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm tired of people saying I'm sick. I'm in a coma. I'm punching the air. I'm stopping them from moving on with their life. I'm trying to take some. Never, ever happened. Writes my rhymes. So who the fuck was writing my rhymes before I met him?
What?
When I was on Lean Back and Conceited and Meat and Pun and all, like, what? Are you fucking dumb? Like, what? Sound fucking crazy.
Dude, she arguing with the chat instead of saying what she got to say.
If everybody was so successful, right? Prior to me mentioning them or saying anything, go back and look. Go find me some posts on the Shade Room, on Hollywood Unlocked. Find me some interviews on these platforms before December. Before December. I'll wait.
What is she talking about? She's confusing me again.
I'll wait. I'm not mad at it. Why the fuck? See, this is the part. Why would I want my kid father to be messed up? Nigga, if I got the bag or if I'm in position, I'm gonna make sure niggas, like, that's what I do. But that's what he preys on. When I sat back and
hold on, wait a minute. She said, if I got the bag, that's what I do. Remy, see, that's where you're going wrong. Some men don't want you to actually take care of them. They want to take care of you. They want to protect you. That's what the role they want to play. They don't want to flip the scripts. Remy, what is going on? Wait a minute. She said, that's what I do. I don't know. It seems like I said, Remy could have probably had more money than Pap. Pap could have probably had more money than them. That is something that we're not going to know because we're not in their bank accounts. We don't know their personal lives, right? But money should not sit here and determine your relationship. It doesn't matter who makes more, who makes less, right? At the end of the day, if y'all care for each other, y'all love for each other, y'all will overcome each obstacle. And I'm not sure who gave up, right? Either Remy or Pap, but they should have been, I mean, I wanted them to fight. But according to everything that's being aired out, it seems like they've been toxic for a while, even from when she was in prison. But see, in front of our eyes, it didn't seem like they was toxic. So this is why we got to be careful with the celebrities, right? The celebrity goals, celebrity relationships, all this. Like, we got to really be careful. Because I'm really starting to, like, I don't know, something's up with this. Papoose not known to come on live and do what he did, you know, air out Remy and stuff. Like, he's not known to do this type of shit. When you see Papoose on live, it's because he's either doing an interview or he's promoting something that's coming up. Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but to do this, Papoose not known. Now Remy, for the past year, has gone live a couple times on Instagram. For the past 3 years, my bad. So this situation is crazy, guys. Right? Let's listen, because I'm gonna play a couple more minutes and we're gonna finish this off tonight. The last 30 minutes of each video, we're gonna finish it tonight. I wasn't planning on a part 4, but these lives that they did were long as shit. Like, they was determined. It's an eye for an eye. They was having a battle royale in this joint. They bought the wrestling into the damn YouTube streets.
What here's the similarities here. Me, this one,
Oh shit.
baby mom, this
Where Waba go?
people with who father wasn't.
I think Waba will be back. I'm not sure. I didn't drop him. Something happened. It says device not connected. He might come back. I'm not sure.
Really present. People who don't
Yes,
get along with their mom like that. People whose family take advantage of us because we paying for everything and they just using us and we feel like it's the same thing. And then in comes the knight in shining armor. I got this. I'ma hold you down. You're beautiful. You're amazing. Ain't nobody come touch you while I'm here. Meanwhile, they're the ones taking the most. They're the ones doing the most. And you don't see it in the beginning because in the beginning it's just like, oh my God. I'm sure over
She's
there,
saying Papoose was using her?
bitches. Be like, this female and this woman, and I'm just so upset. He's so respectful to women and he loves his mom and he's so good to his kids. And then some time goes by. And then you start to see, oh, I was hoodwinked. I was ran amok. Like, bro, go ahead, get out of here. But I really was just waiting for people to be like, damn. Like, I ain't never met her. The main thing I was like, yo, if everybody's so perfect, why am I mad? Why would I be mad? Why would I be mad? Why would I not just wake up and be happy and be perfect? Hello. Thank you.
What in the world is going on?
No, cool. I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm waiting for the fucking pool people to get here. And the laundry people just tried to cancel on me. Like, talk about we didn't see any, but no, y'all didn't. No, y'all didn't. I'm right here. Come on, come back. Come get these clothes. But let me wrap this live up real quick and I'll call you right back. I am. No, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you right back. Okay.
Was she really on the phone?
That's my friend, Dang. And dang, relax. Yes. You said you supported while you was locked up. That's what you're supposed to do. And I supported too. More.
I'm dead. I mean, yeah, that's what both of y'all supposed to do, support each other. But shit, Remy, like, come on, man. Everything went sideways when you came home. It's like you really started feeling yourself, and you cannot take the fact you're sitting here saying that he didn't help you in nothing. He helped you build your career. Yes, you was already, rapping and stuff like that before you got with Papoose, but Papoose bettered your career. And I'm not saying that if it wasn't for Papoose, you wouldn't make it, because you was already out there, Terror Squad, all that. You see where I'm coming from? But we could tell the differences between your lyrics and Pap's. My whole point with this is, right, give him his credit. He should be getting royalties out of this. But you're saying that he didn't help you do nothing. And it's like you're sitting here comparing him to a man that sat here and destroyed your relationship. See, I cannot talk about right what hasn't been put out there. I can only talk about what is put out here. I'm not getting deeper into what they've already put out here, because at the end of the day, it's really none of my business. You see where I'm coming from? But it's crazy. Like, this is what I say, man. We gotta be careful with what we put out here, yo, because it could be interpreted in so many ways. And I got lost a few times with, yo, she is just rant. She's being a female, man. She's just ranting. I think a lot of us females do that when we rant. We just, we're so mad or we're so emotional about the topic that we're talking about. We sit here and we're like surfacing through our ideas, surfing through our ideas, my bad. And we're hitting this one, we're hitting that topic, we're hitting that topic. We just don't even know where to start when we're sitting here trying to let it out our chest. We're just everywhere.
More. I support it from there too. Thank you. Like, are you crazy? I did mad stuff from jail. We did it together. That's why now that we're at this point, just everybody's just acting like I'm just this crazy. No, he's not broke. Like niggas like, oh, so-and-so is broke. That's where y'all know what people got in their bank account. Y'all will be surprised. Y'all will be surprised to know who's really out here broke. Some of y'all favorite people is broke. I'm about to start a wear it again challenge.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna start this because me, I buy my clothes. Motherfuckers be out here renting clothes, renting cars, renting cribs, and have y'all thinking they lit. I'm about to start to scroll down the niggas' face and be like, pull this out your closet right now. Wear it again. Like what? What? Like I see you talk about, oh, and then it be the women. Certain women that be sitting here, I be like, y'all know how these dudes be moving out here. Like, y'all know. It be the ones that never been married a day in their life. Never even had to deal with happen. Like, because
see how she said it be the women. This is why, listen, I don't pick sides because it's like, I don't know, for some reason the women want you to team up with the women and the men want you to team up with the men on some real shit. And I think that's stupid. Like, I'm saying here, if you wrong, you wrong. That's the one thing you cannot split down the middle, when you're right or when you're wrong.
it's easy. It's easy when things are great. It's easy to when shit's crazy, when you on reality TV, you on prison, you got people saying this. Ain't nobody never do nothing. Anything that ever came out of that man's mouth as anything was strategic and planned so y'all can feel how y'all feel right now. Knowing and hoping that I know Rem, she ain't gonna say nothing. Rem ain't never gonna do that.
Remy, man, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I was shocked when they was like, "Oh, Remy cheated on Pap." I was like, "That's bullshit." And then it turned out that you really did. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. And then we didn't hear shit from Pat. We heard it from you when you exploded, and then was tweeting your ass off on Twitter, not Instagram, Twitter. And see, a lot of people don't know about that because they don't have a Twitter. They only have an Instagram. This is crazy.
When a motherfucker actually, that's when they lie. When a motherfucker actually don't want you out here looking crazy and they know saying this or doing this, that's when they'll lie to protect you and to protect your feelings and this and that. That's what was supposed to be done. When nigga was out here trying to make me look stupid, I said, yo, why don't we sit down? So listen, we don't got to be together. We don't even got to act like we together because we were acting like we together. No, we wasn't. We don't got to do that. We literally said that. I wrote up a whole thing. He put his part in there. I put my part in there. I said, let's just put this out. We ain't got to this. So this way, when you move on, you can move on with whoever you want to move on with. And that could be that and vice versa. They be wanting to control what you do even after. What's the definition of somebody got money? What the fuck? What does that even mean? I will take somebody who has nothing, because I have my own. I will take somebody who has nothing that treats me right. That's how I got with him. That treats me right. I will take some.
I mean, when y'all both got with each other, y'all were just upcoming artists. But Papoose was known a little more than Remy. Because he was doing them little. Well, let me see. When did Papoose first become famous? 1998. That's before social media. When did Remy Ma first become famous?
somebody who has
I'm about to read it to y'all. This is crazy. So Remy Ma was known before 2004, but she ain't become hot or famous until 2004. August 21st, 2004. Papoose became famous. Let me see again. My bad. I gotta go back to Papoose. In 1998. It says Papoose made his rap debut on Cool G Rap's Roots of Evil album in 2004. He released his debut single, Thug Connection, in which featured the B-side Alphabetical Slaughter. And what's crazy is around the time that Remy Ma was coming out. So this is what I'm saying. They both had their own thing going on. Remy didn't make Papoose famous. Papoose they already was known. They just became more popular when they got together. See, that's what I want people to understand. This shit is deep. They've been together for a minute. And y'all don't see that. I mean, well, some of y'all see that shit. Y'all just don't care. Y'all just want to paint a narrative for these two. Waba's having a war with the Matrix.
was nothing that treats me right before I take somebody who has everything and is a piece of shit. And that's it. And that's it.
I want y'all to hear what she said. Like
Before
she said she made Papoose in a way.
Somebody who I think, what the fuck, what does that even mean?
So she's trying to say she made Papoose in a way, right? And I'm saying that because she said that's why I got with him, because allegedly he had nothing. And then, you know, because of her becoming his girl. I mean, that's what I'm getting out of this. But maybe I could be wrong, all right? All right?
I will take somebody who has nothing, because I have my own. I will take somebody who has nothing that treats me right. That's how I got with him.
See? But that's not true. He had something before he got with you. Something is going on. See, now this is clout chasing to the max, because she's speaking some truth, but with a whole bunch of lies. What's the point of putting the lies in there? Just keep it all the way a bean. Keep it a buck. Keep it 100. Come on, Remy. Like, I want to route and I want to shout like, yay, Remy. But no, I can't even do that right now because you're seeking validation. And I don't respect women that seek validation.
That treats me right. I will take somebody who has nothing that treats me right before I take somebody who has everything and is a piece of shit. And that's it. And that's it. Stop talking to people. Stop. Oh, she did this and she did. I ain't never have no 2, 3 boyfriend. Ain't nobody. That lies. Lies. I didn't get caught doing anything. How you caught? Papoose doesn't have a lawyer. He has not retained a lawyer. I'm the one with the lawyer. I'm the one with the papers. But I let y'all go on with that because I don't care, because I know the truth. But now, since I'm starting to notice the pattern, every time, my name hasn't even been brought up. But as soon as somebody has something that they're trying to promote and they're trying to push.
See, the divorce process is there. The papers are there for them to sign. It's just that one of them has to sign it. So until then, these two are still married. There are people saying that he signed the papers back in May. No, that's when the process probably started over again or something like that. But these two have not signed the divorce papers. One of the two is prolonging the situation, but I'm not putting my 6 senses into it because I don't know. I'm not actually there.
Suddenly, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Ain't no elephant in that little ass apartment over there. The fuck is you talking about? Like, what? I'm over here chilling, minding my business, begging. Like, I talk so nice. Please, I spoke to my lawyer again. You know, some time has went by. You think you could get over there? Like, hey, the baby, The baby's graduation's coming. You think you can make it? Hey, she had Daddy Donut Day. You think you could be there? Oh, let me start telling them how you've been trying to treat my daughter because I don't want to be over there. Stop playing with me. Really got really, it was so many things that was irking me. And oh my
Hold up, wait a minute. Is she saying that Papoose is treating their kid bad because she don't want to be with him? See, this is why I'm saying this is going too left. This right here should have been dealt with behind closed doors. This is going too left. Like it's like they're trying to bring love and hip hop back out. I mean, it's still out there. Yeah, it's still a TV show. What I'm saying is they're trying to bring this to social media. Baddies, love and hip hop, all that. Not just social media, but people are trying to make this their everyday life. Oh, I'll tell you, man. And I know a lot of people gonna get mad, but you know what? It's just my opinion. All right.
Don't go live. Nah, I'm being irked because I keep putting me with people. If I sit next to somebody, if I talk to somebody, oh, that's a new boyfriend. Oh, she for the streets. Oh, she just with everybody. She just doing everything. You're fucking dumb. I am who the fuck I am and who I been. Like what? This is broke. The whole thing is nonsense. Like, oh my God. Like, I can't even say certain things I really want to say because y'all go, so she's mad, she's angry. Bro, just no, it's not what y'all think.
Yo, this is crazy.
It's not.
Yeah, big shout out to Mouthpiece. Yo, we got Mouthpiece in the building, guys. Make sure y'all go check him out. Great conversations, great topics. And if y'all look at yesterday's live, y'all will see that we was co-streaming together. Y'all can go check that live out so y'all can hit his link. Mouthpiece, you're a moderator. You can leave your link down below. This is one of the topics that he brought in yesterday. I don't know if you're trying to tell me if you're doing a part 2 Mouthpiece, but shit, I'm on part 3. Tonight I'm going on part 4 to finish these damn hour-long videos. Like they came online to have a whole personal dispute, yo.
Remy said, "I'm great," like told in the title.
This shit is great.
She said, "I'm great." You know that?
I can't. Remy is out of pocket right now. I know people want me to come at Papoose because I'm a woman, but I can't, man. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I can't come at a man that out of 3-4 years has only come online to defend himself twice. Listen, I speak on men's rights. I speak on women's rights, right? And I feel as though that men are also entitled to express how they feel, right? Now, if they continue with it and they become emotional creatures like us unstable creatures, now that's a different story. Why you being messy? Why you being zesty? Which one is you? I don't know. You see where I'm coming from? But Papoose, I mean, listen, man, he's entitled. Same way Remy came on here ranting, he's entitled to say what he feels and thinks. Why is it that it's not okay for a man to come on social media and express their feelings the same way that us women come on here and express our feelings and say what we want to say? I just feel as though that the way that this couple, this celebrity couple, right, that was once known as a power couple, right, and is now known as a drama couple, right, could have dealt with this a different way. They could have handled this situation a different way. People are going to do what they want to do, yes. But see, they're not just leaders of their own homes, right? They're influencers according to people. According to people. Because they're not influencing me one bit. Now, Papoose could influence me in the music and poetry. That he could do. But when it comes to my life, he's not. Now, can I sit here and say that the qualities that are being talked about Papoose I love? Yes, because those type of qualities is what I have in the man that I have here at home. And I'm not willing to lose or risk it over some social media bullshit, over some clout chasing shit. You see where I'm coming from? If to get to a bag, I have to lose my relationship, then fuck that bag. There's another way that I can make that bag. It's my whole point. My loyalty is to him if he treats me good. She said she got Papoose, right? When he had nothing, right? When he came from nothing, but he was respectful, honest, loyal, all this, yeti, yeti, yeti. So he changed? You see my point? I can go about this situation in so many ways, but I want to go about it a positive way.
Yeah, I feel like just let them. If that you can't do nothing about it, I mean, all you
Facts.
could do is hear them. And if you would like to be an advocate, a public advocate for them,
I
you
already
still have to go by
see
what they
what
release.
without me wanting to, you gotta realize I became an advocate for the children. I speak for you see where I'm coming from. I speak for the kids' rights, right? And then at the same time, I try to bring awareness to these situations. I show situations, that we how can I say? I show ways of overcoming situations that we have been through, right? I'm not here to make excuses. Where there's a will, there's a way. And we gotta show this to the youth. We can't keep putting excuses. You see where I'm coming? And we can't keep acting a clown like Papoose and Remy. I mean, I'm not saying Papoose right now. Remy's the one looking like it. And as crazy as Clarissa's right behind her. I know y'all about to get mad at me, but I've been doing my research. And Clarissa's been, trying to have some street beef with a lot of other people. It's not just with Remy that there's a lot of beef, right? But right now we're speaking on Clarissa, Remy, Papoose, and, you know, um, Easy to Block Captain's relationship, right? And what relationship goes, like that does love fade, right? Can you forgive somebody that has betrayed you, right? So many questions that I've asked throughout this whole live, and I would love to ask, hear your opinions, right? Yo, what up, though? My bad. Yo, my voice, why did it get like that? What the fuck? Yo, what up, though? We got Word in the building, man. Big shout out to my big bro, the Word, aka Coach D. Make sure y'all go check him out. Great conversations, great topics, man. You will not be disappointed. And I'm telling you that, yo, anything you want to know, he'll break it down like you in kindergarten. But let me see. Mouthpiece says fact. She in debt with her shadow. Remy right now is in her emotions. And she's entitled. She feels some type of way. Papoose has moved on, right? And it seems like there were some issues that they was going through, right? That they wasn't able to, how can I say, resolve. But I can't sit here and blame nobody because I'm not behind the scenes with these two. So like people want, oh, you gotta pick Papoose side, you gotta pick Remy side. Listen, all right, just because they're going through this, I cannot take away, right? Like Waba said earlier, right? I cannot take the fact that these are two great artists. All right, whether Papoose did some lyrics for Remy Ma or not, Remy was also good on her own. So we cannot take away from them what they have built. But, they failed on something that they said. They failed on their relationship goal. You see where I'm coming from? That they both fail? I don't know. That's something y'all would have to come up. I feel as though Papoose didn't fail on the relationship goal because instead of sitting here, this is just drama. I'm going to put it like this. Papoose ain't fail, right? He didn't downgrade, right? He's not out here doing this and doing that we know of. I'm only speaking on what's out there, what we know of. I cannot speak on what's not out there, like other people are trying to do. That's not my intentions. That's not my motive. I'm speaking on what's out here. All right. So far, it's only he say, she say that Papoose cheated. There's no rumors. There's no proof of that, right? But there is proof of Remy Ma cheating. You see where I'm coming from? I think Remy didn't throw the towel in on time. Shout out to Mouthpiece. But let me see what Word was saying. Word was saying something. Remy, a basic hood chick, all that money and fame, the bid she did, she never matured. Facts. And that's what I'm trying to get a lot of women to understand. But not all the women are going to understand. But y'all know who's going to take heed into what I'm saying? Who's going to understand what I'm saying? Probably not now, but when they bump their heads, the young ladies out here, the young women are. Us women, we hit our 20s, we're in our 30s and 40s. We ain't changing our ways. We're not. We're stuck in our ways, all right? Let's be real about that. Some of us could change for the better. Some of us could change for the worse. And that shit goes for the men too. You see where I'm coming from? But they decided to go this route. And I'm saying they. You see where I'm coming from? Because I cannot sit here and defend Papoose and say, oh, he never cheated. I don't know that. But it's not my fucking
Exactly.
business.
That's another thing what I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you, you know, every time they come out and they say, and this is for the brother, and I want you to weigh in on this if you would like. Every time they come out and they say, oh, first it was talking about R. Kelly. Oh, then it was talking about uh this guy. Oh, then they started. I ain't trying to bring up all their names because you know how people is. But I brought up one because he got locked up. Okay, who they was doing me and is nasty. If you say anything, now's the time where you got to be quiet because now all of y'all is under the radar now. All of y'all is suspect now. So every time they come up with a case, even with this, like I was telling you earlier about the Sean case, all of a sudden it's now you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't be on her side, you got to be on his side. It's a he say, she say, whose side you on all the time. Like they people don't like to stick to the subject. They start name calling people out their name, and it's like, bruh or sister, I didn't do nothing to the people that they saying that they allegedly saying they did this to. So why we at court right now? You know what I'm saying? Why we at court? I thought that they were supposed to be at court. Not everybody, not every man that come in and think, oh, y'all men's is no, it ain't all y'all men. Let's stick with the subject at hand. So when you said you talking about this specific situation, it shouldn't be, oh, you was a sellout, you a female, you shouldn't be on Pap's side. Oh, you a sellout, bro. You supposed to be on Remy's side. Look, it ain't about whose side you on. Some people trying to find a way to
So true.
resolve issues, and some people is trying to find a way to keep them going because that's how they make their coin. And some people say, well, I already got money, had money coming in. Okay, but at the same time, so if it ain't about the money, ain't nobody gonna see it. We already know. If I started, if I started a
Facts.
podcast being messy, and I started saying, "Oh, this famous person is nasty, low down and dirty," and I said, "Shit, hit the cash app, hit the cash." How many people gonna hit the cash app around? They
And
like the
that's
drama.
true.
They gonna pay you. They gonna pay you because this is what they pay you for. If I go to Walmart and I say I want to go, I don't want none of the stuff they got out there over there on this shelf, and this one thing over there, I'm gonna put my money in that. So when people say when they go to the movies and they say they want to go see the movie named Sinners that I didn't see yet, that's why I've been bored of some people videos because I ain't want to get spoiled. You know, get
You
the
spit
spoiler
some
thing.
gems. You speaking facts, keep cooking, keep frying them stir fried chickens.
Yeah. But if I go to the movies, I'm going to see the Sinners. I don't want to see all the, now. I might want to go and jump over there and watch the other things later. But if I go there, I got my ticket for Sinners. So if they say the ticket is $25, I'm gonna pay my $25. I'm not paying $25 to the movie over there. I'm paying to this one. So if I go to the next one, that's what the money was for. So whatever people spending their money on, that's what they want. Like I said, they cannot say they don't like Nicki and all the rest of the music if they gonna pay for it. If you paying for it, then you like the music and you paid to purchase it. If you say you don't like Bad Boy record, you say you don't like whatever record company out there, if you spend the money for it, you purchase what you wanted. So what's the problem? And that's what I'm saying. Like we talking about this situation right here, what you was talking about. We're not talking about every man and every woman in the whole planet, but we know how this goes. So I'm glad that you addressed that because I wish that somebody would have addressed this a long time ago.
That's a fact. Big shout out to Waba, yo. He on here stir frying chicken and shit, man. He ain't cooking, he stir frying. Um, where it says some nah, we been knew he was writing for her. You can tell what he wrote and what she wrote. He never said nothing until she spoke on his fatherhood, and that's a fact. I 100% agree with word on that part. Then he said, wait, while Mouthpiece says No size, we grown. It's a right and a wrong, and that's a fact. That's why I keep saying I'm not gonna sit here and because women want me to pick, Remy my side. Oh, we've been through this. We all been through a lot. That don't mean that we're sitting here going on social media exposing our lives for the whole world to sit here and critique. That's not what we should be doing. We don't want our kids to do it. Why the fuck are we doing it? I apologize for that, but we shouldn't be doing it. We should be leading by example, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. I'm gonna continue to lead by example. I'm not following the trend. I'm a trendsetter, not a trend follower. If y'all want to put it like that, right? Shout out to my baby pops for putting it like that, because he's the one that came up with that. But anyways, right? Where it says, that's why we can't have conversations about it. People start generalizing everything versus sticking to the subject. Facts, bro. Real shit. And that's the problem that we're having in society nowadays. So, Mark, I cannot pronounce his name, so I'm gonna just name him Mark, man. Shout out. I appreciate you for coming to the live, supporting the shorty. I appreciate the comment. He says their lyrics sound nothing alike. Maybe the shelter thing outside of that, her other music sound like his. Papoose has never been a true recording artist. Well, I'm not sure where he was aiming with the comment, but Papoose is underrated, and Papoose can rhyme his ass off. If he really wanted, he could come out here and do some shit with what he has. But at the end of the day, he says that he doesn't want to become famous. You see where I'm coming from? So if he really wanted, he could really show you what he has, and he has done that from time to time. And we're not saying that their music is identical. You see where I'm coming from? What we're trying to say is that you could tell when Papoose wrote her lyrics and when she wrote her own lyrics. You could tell the difference. We're not saying they sound alike because they're completely different, but you could tell when Papoose, you could hear Papoose in the back. His lyrics, they're unique. Can't nobody top Papoose. Like, listen, man, I feel as though that Papoose and Lil Wayne, I would love to see them in how can I say, in a little rap battle, right? What is it? Lil Wayne, Papoose, Eminem, who else? Shit, there's a few people, right? But it sure as hell isn't easy to block Captain. I could tell you that for sure. But anyways, right? We've been 3 hours into this shit, right? I would love to hear more what Baba gotta say, right, before we hit the 3 hour mark. But this been
all I want to say is this: I would love one day where I could actually sit down and talk to them myself, because I do music.
Yeah.
But like this right here, like the way that people moving, it just make things like, I don't know how to explain it. You know how you want to go to like a theme park or something, you want to go to Disney World.
Yeah.
And then a big argument break out in the house, and now nobody don't want to go.
Oh shit.
Something like that. So that's how it feels like when you're trying to go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know. I see this one. Tell you, I don't know how they find time to make music with all that arguing go on Love and Hip Hop. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
That's a script. Even though her life is showing, it's scripted.
What I'm saying,
take the time to do that. That's why.
What I'm saying though, see, okay, well, I guess everybody can't do that, because I couldn't do that. Somebody write a script like that for me, I'd be forgetting it's a script. So I don't know, like if it's
at the
a
end of
script
the
or
day,
not.
yeah. I mean, it's still a lot. Listen, even though it was a script, that's why. I mean, it's been broken down to me, right? At first, I didn't understand it either, right? I'm saying, I'm like, how the heck? I'm like, if this is reality, I'm like, no, this can't be real. They were like, see, the problem is that it goes to the left. A lot of people go off script. You see where I'm coming from? And they really, that's what I'm saying. Like, we cannot sit here. This is what y'all want. We're not going nowhere. If this is what you want, we want to bring what, baddies to real life? We want to become housewives of Atlanta? Why can't we be our own selves, our own people? You see, why can't we set our own relationship goals? I'm not trying to be like Papoose. Can I sit here and I say that at one point I admired their relationship? I respected their relationship? Yeah. You see where I'm coming from? But I'm not trying to have a relationship like Papoose and Remy Ma. I'm trying to have my own.
Right. Right. If I like a hat or something he got on, I want to be like, I want that hat.
Exactly.
You
Like,
know what I'm saying? If I like the shirt, I like, oh, where he get that from? Let me go and see if they can find something like that. I'm not trying to like it's some things you could get inspired from people, but I think some people
facts.
is worshiping. They worship. They be worshiping
And
people.
that's the problem. They look at celebrities like celebrities are gods.
And
That's how
nobody can
celebrities are
make
worshipped. It's like
nobody can make
celebrities.
no mistake.
It's like, I'm gonna put it like this, right? And maybe I'm wrong, right? But it's my opinion. I feel as though, like, right, at one point there were gods, right, and demigods according to the books, right? Celebrities nowadays are that what demigods and gods were at one point. That's the power they hold on people. But see, what people don't understand is that you could be your own god. Like, you have the power to change your own destiny, right? If you believe enough, if you have enough faith, right? If you don't sit here and think negative, right? Whatever you're thinking, like, you can sit here, how can I say, you can accomplish anything that you put your mind to. Where there's a will, there's a way, except for where there's excuses.
Now
If you put
Papa Duck,
excuses, we can't do shit.
you know that Papa Duck, that him could be dressing fly, boy. I said, boy, where he get that suit? I ain't telling, don't tell him what I said. I said,
That's my boo.
where he get that outfit from, man?
Oh
Where he
man,
get that from? You don't hardly find no clothes like that around no more.
Papa Duck has his own brand.
For real? Yeah,
Yeah,
what
that's my boo.
share me the website.
He got his own brand. He got a website, and all that. Like, that's my boo right there. I was gonna say, oh no, please don't say nothing bad about my boo. I was like, I'm gonna have to defend my boo now. I have to
Yeah,
be
I like
biased
her.
for the first time
Her
ever.
cool. I like her. I mean, he said I got a new song out. I went right over there.
Yeah, I
I
like
heard this new
I
song. I
like
said,
Papa
look at
Duck.
her.
That's my boo right
Yeah.
there.
If y'all, that's what I was telling somebody, telling them the other day, like, if y'all don't like what's something playing on the radio, just change it. The song ain't about 3, 4 minutes. Just change it and then turn it back. And if another one come on you don't like, just change it. Like people make things more difficult than they need to be. If I didn't want to, but like I said, sometimes people say they don't like something they ain't never even heard it. They say they don't like a restaurant, they never tasted food. They say they don't like
Facts.
a movie, they never watched it.
Damn, y'all gonna have to watch Words Live from last night, yo, on some real shit. Waba just said that and it reminded me of Words Live. Y'all gotta go check him out. Like, he had a real great live, him and Gary, last night. I was late to the live. They had me confused. I think they pulled the Ashton Kutcher on me. I thought they was, having a little YouTube beef, but they wasn't. They was having a conversation, and the shorty was like, damn, man, I just wanted to be the light to this shadow right here. But yo, it's a good thing. I like how they played off that live, yo, and it shows a lot. You can learn a lot. See, I'm somebody that likes learning, and when I watch these panels and I listen to music, I want to learn something from it. You see where I'm coming from? So if I can't learn from it, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. So we've all got room to grow. Shout out to man, big shout out to Wawa. I appreciate everything he has said. He's been on point, right? He's been stir frying everything, man. He wasn't cooking, he was stir frying that chicken today. All right. And he had he had a great perspective, yo. I appreciate you, Wawa, man. Make sure y'all go check out Wawa, y'all.
See, senorita. I said it right. See,
Yes,
senorita.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, I gotta
All
end
right.
this live because I gotta feed my shorty over here, right? Because I don't want nobody coming on social media saying I didn't attend my child shit. Let me stop. let me get off this live, man. Guys, I appreciate y'all. Right, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love, man. Let's keep bringing awareness to a lot of things, man. Let's talk about it, yo. And on that note, man, I would love to hear y'all comments down below on everything that we talked about. What do y'all think about today's topic?